The following is a live sports event featuring the Abernathy Antelopes or Lady Lopes. This broadcast is a presentation of the Abernathy Sports Network and may not be altered or used in its entirety without the written consent from the Abernathy Sports Network. Today's broadcast is made possible by the fine supporters: MC Master Roofing and Construction, South Plains Auto Ranch, Clark Riley Insurance, April Funeral Home and Flower Shop, First Baptist Church, JC's Refrigeration, Storm Guard, Plains Land Bank, Nutrient Ag Solutions, the Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop, Shallowater, Rooted Revival Hair Salon, Chance Rocha, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, Lasso Electric, Webb Vision Center, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, West Texas Brick and Stone, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, the Farmers Cooperative Compress, First State Bank, DB Media, Ty Horsford Realtor. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight's live sports event. It will begin shortly.
Quarter. There's an empty backfield looking to throw. Wiley swings it out over to the far side. Lots of room. 10-5 touchdown. Coming up. There's the snap. Another handoff underneath. And the first one there behind the line of scrimmage is number 50, Dyson Garcia. Sideline. Fakes that. That's actually the snap to Micheletti. Micheletti takes off. He may have his second touchdown of the night, and he does. Colt Micheletti from 28 yards. Highly three-receiver set. There's Rolando in motion. He gets the pin, and he hits the hole hard. He's into the red zone. He's carrying tacklers. He's Superman into the end zone. Rolando Martinez on the second. And good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes. As for the final game of the regular season, Abernathy has hit the road tonight for the regular season and district season finale, as we are at Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium here in Post, Texas tonight for a battle of antelope supremacy. It's the Abernathy Antelopes and their rivals from Post, the Bold Gold Antelopes. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Voice of the Antelopes, Ty Horsford, alongside Chance Rocha and Travis Wickenden behind the lens tonight. Glad to be with you tonight from Post, Texas, where it's a battle for seeding heading into the playoffs next weekend as the Abernathy Antelopes come into tonight's ball game at 5-3 overall. They are a 500 2-2 in district play, while the Post Antelopes are 7-2 overall on the season, and they are 3-1 in district play. All time between these two teams, they're very familiar with one another. The 40th all-time meeting between Abernathy and Post. The Antelopes of Abernathy 21-18 all-time against the Bold Gold, and they have won 6 of the last 10. What's at stake tonight? A win for Abernathy. They would clinch the number 3 seed heading into the playoffs next week. With a loss, they would finish 4th. Post has an outside shot to finish 2nd, depending on what happens in the rest of the district tonight. But more than likely, with a win, they would be 3rd, and Abernathy would be 4th. So, Chance, you thought when the season started, these teams might be battling for a district title. Injuries and some different things kind of deterred that on both sides, but still an important ball game here tonight to close out the regular season.
Yeah, it's definitely still an important ball game, Ty. And you mentioned it last year. It came down to for a district championship there in Abernathy, and Post got the better of you. And here you kind of have an opportunity to spoil it for them, beating them on their home field in the final district finale here. And you mentioned it, if they win, they're the 3rd seed, but also they get a 3-way tie and a share of the district district championship. So you'd like to beat them and kind of take that away from them, and also you'd be the 3 seed going into playoffs. And no matter which seed you are, Ty, it's going to be a tough road as you're going to face West Texas Net or Panhandle, and both those teams from up north are pretty tough.
As both of these teams with massive wins a week ago, as the Post Bold Gold Antelopes go on the road and beat Floydada 62-0, while the Abernathy Antelopes had their most complete game effort of the season, as they hung a 70-piece on the Olton Mustangs and got a 70-15 win over Olton 1 week ago. These two teams, as you mentioned, Chance, played one another for a district title in the regular season finale a year ago, and it was the Post Antelopes getting the better of Abernathy 21-13 back at Antelope Stadium in Abernathy, Texas. As we scout the opponent tonight just a little bit, Chance, and talk about Post, like Abernathy, Post has dealt with some injuries this year that has made their season look a little bit different than what maybe they expected.
Yeah, definitely a little bit different. They lose their starting quarterback and they lose some other skill players early on in the year. But they got some of them back, Ty, but they're still down their starting quarterback. But the quarterback that's come in, Josh Segura, he's kind of lifted himself up, and they've kind of righted the ship here going into the back half of district play. And so they may have stumbled coming out of the blocks right at the end of preseason play, but they've kind of hit their strength right here towards the end of the season.
Yeah, they lost their opening district ball game of the season to New Deal. Since then, they've reeled off 3 straight, which included an impressive 1-point win over New Home, which was New Home's only district loss of the season. They're pretty good offensively, Chance, averaging almost 40 points per game as the Post offense putting up 38 a contest, and they've been pretty stout defensively also, giving up just 17 a game to go along with the passing attack of Josh Segura. He throws for about 120 a game. He completes about 50% of his passes, Chance, but they've got a pretty good running back in the backfield as well.
They do. Randon Curtis, he's kind of the bell cow for them. He's going to get the bulk of the carries. He's their leading rusher. He rushes for about 130 yards per game, and they're averaging about 200 yards per game. So most of those rushing yards come through Randon Curtis, the running back.
And as we switch gears just a little bit and talk about the Abernathy Antelopes here tonight, as we truck along on the West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show here tonight prior to the kickoff between the Antelopes and the Antelopes here tonight from Post, Texas. Let's talk a little bit about Abernathy. We mentioned coming off of that impressive win over Olton 70-15 a week ago. That win secured a playoff spot for the Antelopes. The last 2 games, Chance, Abernathy's relied on a strong rushing attack that's rushed for over 400 yards in each one of those games, and in both of those efforts, a trio of 100-yard rushers.
Yeah, you had a trio of 100-yard rushers, and kind of Caden Bird's kind of been the bright spot there, having the big plays, the big runs. Ty, he had 126 yards rushing last week, 3 touchdowns, also caught a 60-yard touchdown pass. But kind of where it starts up front is those big guys up front and Malachi Walters. If he can rush for 100 to 120 yards, you're likely going to have a successful night, Ty. And then you also had Aiden Villarreal, who was able to run for about 115 last week. And so not sure how much how many carries he'll get here tonight, but I can promise you if you have a successful night for Bird and Malachi, you're probably looking at getting a victory.
However, Chance, a big story and a big development for Abernathy. We expect your starting quarterback, Jagger Wiley, number 13, to be back in the lineup. He got hurt in the district opener against New Home, Chance, and he played some defense and special teams last week. But from everything we've been told, believe Jagger's going to be back under center here tonight, and that'll be an uplift for this Abernathy team to get their junior starting quarterback back in the lineup.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And, Cutter Johnson came in and kind of kept you afloat, did his job, did everything you asked him to do, and played very well in Jagger's absence. And I know he's still out there on the field, and that's one of those things. He's still got to be ready, but it's definitely going to be a big deal kind of having your leader, Jagger Wiley, back there out on the field. But I think it's really going to start, Ty, on the defensive side. You got a Post team that's averaging about 40 points per game, so you're going to need your big guys up front, Harkey and Hillis, to kind of set the tone and kind of put the pressure on that Post defense, because they're going to try to come out and punch you in the mouth and run the ball.
And Chance, also keep an eye on a guy like Gio Soto. He started the year on JV due to some of those injuries, got moved up. He led the team in tackles against Olton last week. So you're going to have some guys like that step up and fill big roles tonight. Let's face it, you're playing a stouter offense in Post than what Olton boasted.
Yeah, you definitely are, Ty. And prognosticators would probably say Post is the team that's picked to win for sure. AJ's picking them to win. The the point spread is a 7-point. You're a 7-point dog to Post. That's probably for them being at home. But I will say, Post is going to be one of the toughest teams you face, but they're facing an offense and explosive offense in Abernathy here tonight that they probably haven't faced either.
As we take a look at tonight's district standings, Chance, really quickly, New Home, New Deal, and Post, all three at 3-1, entering tonight's play atop the district standings. Abernathy in fourth at 2-2. Those are your four playoff teams. Olton and Floydada will both finish their seasons here tonight as Olton battles New Home and Floydada takes on New Deal here this evening. Chance, I believe we're about to have tonight's national anthem as we'll swing it to the field for that. As tonight we haven't mentioned yet, but kind of a little bit of a different setup for us as we're out among the elements and among the Abernathy faithful here tonight. Let's swing it out to the field for tonight's national anthem, and we'll come back with our keys to the game for the Antelopes.
At this time, we ask everyone to rise and remove your caps as we honor our nation with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
And there you have it tonight, the final notes of the national anthem prior to the kickoff. The Abernathy Antelopes and the Post Antelopes tonight from Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium tonight here in Post, Texas, as we welcome you back into the final stages of our West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show tonight, Chance. And we take a look at the MC Master Roofing and Construction keys to the game here tonight. And they're pretty simple keys to the game for Abernathy to be successful. As always, don't beat yourself with turnovers and penalties. I think it's important, Chance, you start fast. You don't want to dig a hole against a team like Post that's able to grind it out if they get a lead. Pound the rock. Abernathy's ran the ball really, really well the last couple of weeks. Look for that to hopefully continue. And when you've got a chance to get Post off the field, get them off the field on third down. Don't let the Bold Gold establish pace here in tonight's ball game.
For sure, and I think you just got to play physical, tough football, Ty, and you got to set the tone early. And when we've been able to have those quick strike early starts and put points on the board first, Ty, that's been a big way for the Antelope defense to kind of get some energy. So it's going to start out on defense here tonight, so hopefully we can come out with a big stop and then put some points on the board.
This has been the West Texas Brick and Stone pregame show tonight, and that leads us into our First State Bank Abernathy Antelope kickoff here tonight as Abernathy, wearing those all-whites trimmed in maroon, will kick it left to right. Post and the all-blacks trimmed in gold will run it right to left. There's the kick. It's a short pooch kick that is going to go directly out of bounds just across the 40-yard line, Chance. I think that Harkey probably intended for that one to bounce in the field of play and allow your coverage team to get down there and maybe sneak one out, but that one goes out of bounds. It'll be good starting field position for Post.
Yeah, good starting field position. He put him almost right there at midfield, so kind of a mishap right there on the opening kickoff, but going to put your defense in a tough spot, but I think they're up to the challenge here.
As Post will take over from their own 42-yard line, ball going to be spotted on the left hash. As just underway here tonight from Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium. As in the shotgun, there's the snap. Handoff going right into the middle. Chance it does go to number 5, which we don't have a 5 on our roster. So just like that, we don't know who that is. So we'll do the best we can tonight. But number 5 gets the ball carrier, a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Bold Gold. Nothing fancy there, and Chance, that's kind of the MO of Post. They like to just pound it to the middle and beat you at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 6 for Post. As there's the snap. Again, the handoff goes to number 5. He tries to bounce it right. He's got a 1st down and a chance. It's also worth noting the starting quarterback for Post, Landon Garcia. Garcia started the year, broke his collarbone in the season opener. I did not expect to see him tonight, but Landon Garcia is in the lineup for Post as the starting quarterback. As we near 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No score between Abernathy and the Antelopes of Post. Garcia's in the gun, takes the snap, another handoff, goes up the middle, number 5, and a big hit right there in the middle. Jake Harkey, number 60 for the Antelope defense after just a minimal gain, comes up and makes a nice defensive play.
Yeah, interesting right there, Ty, that like you said, Landon Garcia being in there in the ball game. Not sure if he's in there just as a runner when they're handing it off. They may switch out with 14, but it looks like he's in there, and it doesn't look like there's any kind of brace or anything on that right shoulder or anything. So
it'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Bold Gold as Landon Garcia to take the snap from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Garcia takes the snap, handoff coming right towards us. A pretty good hole inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Going to be just short of a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd down and short coming up for Post. And right now, Chance, the Bold Gold winning the battle up front. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
You're winning the battle. We're able to contain them a little bit, but they're just chopping off 4, 5, 6 yards runs high, and that's kind of what their offense is kind of set to do. They're going to try to lull you to sleep on some of these runs and then maybe try to get the edge or try to complete a pass over the top. So you're just going to have to continue to play in your zones and play in your area if you're on the defensive line up front.
Probably 4 down territory from the Abernathy 40. Garcia takes the snap. There's a handoff trying to bounce it wide using the stiff arm. Not able to get the corner.
They're going to get a helmet.
Is number 20, but a flag comes in as Luca Perez gets the handoff.
Was that number 20?
Yes, it was. Luca Perez.
No, Curtis.
I thought it was.
Oh, no, yeah, it is Perez. Yeah, baby.
Perez, the ball carrier, and Chance, I thought there was a flag, but I don't know that there was.
Yeah, I think they're talking to him over here. The ref on the
yeah, there it is. They are going to call a face mask against Abernathy.
And I don't know if it was a face mask, but Zephaniah Torres grabbed the back of the helmet of the runner, Perez, and kind of yanked him down from the back.
Yeah, Torres, Chance, was trying to get a hold of anything he could to try and keep Perez from getting the edge, but it's a 15-yarder and a 1st down for Post. In the gun is Landon Garcia, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, fade towards the back left corner of the end zone. Man coverage, and that is good coverage in man coverage down in the end zone by Abernathy. That's
Caden Bird over there.
Caden Bird in coverage, and I was trying to see the intended target down there for the Bold Gold.
I think it said Alan Garcia. I believe that's what they said. Yep, number 1, Alan
Number
Garcia.
1, but hey, that's good coverage down the field by Caden Bird. He was with him step for step, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, this would be a big stand right here, Ty, after that penalty, if you can kind of hold them here.
Landon Garcia is in the gun. Hard count, doesn't draw Abernathy off. Now he takes a look over to the Bold Gold sideline. 1 clap, there's the snap. Handoff goes to number 5. Tries to bounce it right and then cuts it back towards the middle. As Curtis, the carry, Chance, and he's just wearing a different number tonight. So number 5 is Randon Curtis. He's not wearing number 10. And he takes it down to about the, let's see, that's inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line, I believe. That's in the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone here. 4 Post on their opening drive, 3rd down and short. As there's the snap to Garcia, the handoff, and hit in the backfield is Perez. As number 60 again comes up to make the stop. As Chance, that's another nice defensive play at the line of scrimmage by Jake Harkey. No gain, and it's going to be 4th down and 1 coming up here for Post. A big play early for this Abernathy defense.
Yeah, it's a big play early time. They're probably going to try to run something right up the middle or maybe get the edge, but don't be shocked if they put the ball in the air right here.
There's almost a 4-minute drive to begin the game here for this bold gold offensive Post. Textbook for them.
Yeah, nothing fancy. This is kind of what we expected. They want to control the line of scrimmage. Up.
Landon,
they got a jumbo set with number 15 in the backfield, too.
Landon Garcia is going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off, going right, trying to get wide, and not able to, Chance, as Abernathy's going to come up with a defensive stand on 4th down and 1 as Abernathy's defense turns away Post. It's a Nutrient Ag Solutions defensive stop and turnover on down.
And two guys that we talked about early in the ballgame right there, Ryan Hillis and Jake Harkey, coming up to make that play and helped out by Eddie Perez. So that's a good job by the Lopes coming up big on 4th and 1 and getting a turnover on downs.
So I believe that was Luca Perez who got the handoff, and he tried to just power his way to the right side, and the Antelopes there, and Abernathy will take over. So a 4+ minutes drive, Chance, results in no points, and Abernathy will take over with Jagger Wiley, the junior quarterback, in the gun. Jagger takes the snap. He hands the ball off.
Taken down in the backfield there. Uh-oh, don't do that.
There's a little bit of chippiness after the play. Malachi Walters, the ball carrier.
Yeah. He's going to get no gain right there, but Walters was trying to get up, and one of the post-bold gold Antelopes was kind of laying on his back, and Walters didn't like that very much.
As we go inside of 7:30 to play here in a scoreless first quarter from Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium in Post, as Abernathy about to run their second offensive possession of the night. And Chance, you've got to be able to establish a run game against this Post defensive front.
You definitely do when you're coming in with kind of a jumbo package. You got Braylon Stafford on the end. You got a lead blocker right here on the right-hand side.
In the gun, a low snap.
It's Bird.
It is going to be Bird. Bird breaks free, and a touchdown-saving tackle. I was about to say there is no one that's going to catch him, but kind of coming up out of nowhere was Raiden Osborne, but it is a First Baptist Church Antelope first down run. It was a direct snap to number 0.
Yeah, good hard run out there by Caden Bird. Picked up about, 21 yards right there on that run, and like you said, touchdown-saving tackle by the safety from Post, and it looked like he was stopped right there in the middle, Ty, but he's so shifty, if you give him an inch, he'll take it.
Out to the 39-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Antelopes. Wiley is in the gun. He takes the snap. He hands it off. It is Walters bouncing off of one tackler to push it for a positive gain out across the 40 to the 42-yard line, and a gain of almost 4 yards on 1st down. Garcia the stop. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'll take that all night, Ty. 4 or 5 yards on 1st down. I can handle that.
And Chance, just like Post wants to establish pace and kind of just put together time-consuming drives, I think if Abernathy's able to do that, that benefits them as well.
It definitely does, and it definitely keeps the Post offense off the field.
In the shotgun is Wiley. Bird here to the near side.
Coverage on the near side.
The fake handoff, Wiley rolls, throws it underneath, and he throws it behind his intended target, which was number 9 for the Antelopes. That is Jose Hernandez. He's been big off the JV the last few weeks, Chance, but that's Jagger's first throw in live action in quite some time, and so a little behind him there. It'll be 3rd and 6.
But that play was open. Number 9 right there for the Lopes was wide open right there, and one of the Post coaches was giving an earful to his linebacker, telling him why he hadn't having him in coverage, so...
Wiley in the gun. This could be a free play. They might have gotten back on, though. Wiley going to throw it deep for Bird, and over on the side. What a grab by Caden Bird. He gets a foot down at the 20-yard line. Holy cow. That may be the catch of the year for the Antelopes with a defender in his face. Bird hauls it in for a First Baptist Church first down.
That's a heck of a catch right there. Ty goes for 40 yards and put right on the money, only where Bird could catch it, and he hauls it in.
What a throw by Wiley. What a catch by Bird.
Yep. I'll take that one, Ty. He was nervous on the little short one, but he puts it right in the breadbasket on the sideline for a second pass.
Abernathy knocking on the door of the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone. Now it's Bird to take the snap, Chance. He does, and he actually hands the ball off. There was movement up front, though, on the Abernathy.
And that's going to happen sometimes, Ty. We talked about that. You don't want to have little penalties like that, but when you're moving Bird and Jagger in and out of quarterback, those kind of things can happen with the hard count, the snap count, and their cadence at the quarterback position.
As I think the offensive coordinator, Chance, Coach Blaskus right there, he's kind of questioning the official saying, I don't know about that, but it is a 5-yard penalty against Abernathy.
That's all right. Slows down your momentum a little bit, but you're definitely just right outside the red zone, and you're still in a good opportunity to put some points on the board soon.
It'll be first down and 15 as that backs it up to the 26-yard line. Bird again to take the snap. There is the snap, bobbles it around. Now Bird going to have to try and break out of that, and not able to do so as that's a busted play from the get-go, as it was Alex Garcia in coverage there for post, maybe a yard or two at best, and it is going to be second and long.
Second down.
Yeah, they may give him 1 yard. They may have said he was down at the line of scrimmage, and Wiley is still having a conversation with this near side. Judge, I don't know if he thought there was some face mask right there too, but big.
Now Wiley's going to jog back. He's going to bring the play in from the sideline at least here, and looks like he will be back behind the gun. In the slot on the far side is Bird. Keep an eye on him.
Second and 15.
There's the snap. Wiley looking to throw. Now he's being pressured, and he is dropped as Wiley cannot get free, and they were bringing the pressure. It's number 20, Luca Perez, making a nice defensive play and sacks Jagger Wiley.
Yeah, this makes it a long third down right here. Ty, and Wiley thought he was going to be able to kind of slip out and get away from that pressure, but he wasn't able to until it goes down for a big sack. And huge third down here. If you can get a big chunk, you possibly may go for it on fourth, but regardless, you're going to have to, because a field goal from here would be too long.
A quick moving first quarter here tonight between Abernathy and Post. No score. Both teams have put together a drive, but unable to come up with points. Abernathy facing a third down and 20.
Cutter Johnson's in there at quarterback. Going to get a timeout.
Timeout, Abernathy.
As a chance, you obviously hold your breath a little bit when Wiley goes down in the backfield. Again, just coming back from that shoulder injury, and Abernathy does have their first timeout of the game, and that gives us an opportunity to thank some of our sponsors as the Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop out of Shallow Water, Hill Vet right there in Abernathy, WTX Diesel, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, and the Farmers Cooperative Compress of Plainview, all proud supporters of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. 4:23 left to play here tonight in the first quarter, and no score here. Abernathy facing a third down and long.
Yeah, big third down right here. Looks like you're going to keep Cutter Johnson in the game. Likely at quarterback, you're going to have Wiley as your end over here, possibly going out for a pass. So on third and 20, it's a big moment. Right,
or also keep an eye out for a trick play if you swing it out to Wiley and let him throw it, as Wiley is blocking the handoff coming to the near side. And another nice play by number 20 for Post. Bird, the ball carrier, and Chance facing a not impossible, but a fourth and long like that, 4th and 20. I don't mind putting it in Bird's hands and seeing if he can make a play right there, but pretty sure-handed defense by Post.
Yeah, and not sure. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he got 2 yards right there, Ty, but I think he was just trying to see what the defense was going to set up when you have Johnson in there with Wiley at the same time.
4th down and 18, a gain of 2 by Bird. Abernathy going to keep the offense on the field. Number 13, Jagger, back in there at the quarterback position to take it from the gun. One-handed grab on the snap. He is being chased again, and he is dropped again. Very little time to throw as the offensive line for Abernathy collapses, Chance, and the bold goal defense was bringing the house, and it's the second sack of the night on Jagger Wiley.
Yeah, and they brought some pressure, Ty, but they also had 4 guys back deep in coverage, so he really didn't have anybody to get the ball to, and he wasn't able to get out of the tackle box to throw it away. But you were already in a tough situation with that sack. It puts them in decent field position again, but defense going to have to step up big. We kind of thought this was going to kind of be the game you're going to face.
This is about where Post started on their opening drive of the night. First down and 10 from their own 38-yard line, as both teams fall short on 4th down, and there's another handoff up the middle. There's some space, as running it out near midfield is number 5, Randon Curtis, and he's going to pick up a first down and a gain of 11 yards.
And they just kind of ran it up the middle. He's able to kind of do a cutback. It looked like there was a handoff to the edge, and he cuts it back up the middle, and on his second cut, he was trying to make somebody miss, and he ended up falling down And kind of a lucky draw right there for the Lopes. So you're going to have to play with some energy on the defensive side right here to kind of get some of the momentum back.
Nearing 3 minutes to play here tonight in the first quarter. As there's the snap, handoff up the middle again. It is Curtis, and he takes a pretty good pop as he crosses midfield and gets down to about the 46, 47-yard line. Malachi Walters comes up to put a helmet on him, a gain of 4 on first down.
Yeah, that was a good stick right there by Walters. And Ty, they just have some big interior offensive line, and they're kind of manhandling you up front. You're only playing 3 down linemen and giving yourself some more linebackers out there, but we're going to have to get a bigger push at the line of scrimmage.
That's kind of the MO for Post, Chance. We talked about it. They want to beat you up front. As there's the snap to Landon Perez, fakes the, no, it's not. It actually is a handoff to Curtis around the left side. And I think the Abernathy fans kind of helps out the white hat from behind as a holding call going to be called here against Post as the flag comes in from behind.
Yeah, and that's a good call right there. You can't let those kind of plays go all night. And, hopefully we don't have a ton of flags here tonight, Ty, but you definitely want those ones called.
Chance, a lot of Antelope fans here surrounding us that know their ball. They called that before the white hat did. And it will be a 10-yard penalty, Chance. We talk about it all the time. Those holding penalties on second and over 5, they really can be drive killers. It kind of gives the defense a chance to reset, and now all of a sudden 2nd and 6 is 2nd and 16. That's a much different situation.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it puts the offense in a different situation. It changes up the playbook because you're not able to kind of get those little chunk yardage handoff plays.
Landon takes the snap. He's going to scramble, step up in the pocket, and he throws it.
Oh, they're going to call a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to throw a flag from behind. This may be a roughing the quarterback type scenario. That's where the flag comes in. That's going to be pretty weak if that's the case.
I don't know how that was a flag on Ryan Hill. So it looked like a clean hit to me. He was there before the ball was even thrown. So not sure what the penalty was there. Maybe him throwing him to the ground, I guess.
We'll see as they are going to call roughing the passer on Hillis. That is a personal foul, and that bails out Post. That's an automatic first down. And Chance, I'll be honest, I wasn't really watching back there. I was watching down the field where the ball was being thrown. Yeah. But really, quarterback Garcia had kind of put himself in a dangerous position. He had stepped up and was scrambling around in the pocket. It's hard to tell a defensive guy to hold off if it's going to be a bang-bang play in that situation.
Well, Hillis hit him before he even let go of the ball. That's why the pass was thrown so short. I'm not sure if they just called it because he threw him to the ground after he had let go of the ball, but a little weak penalty right there, though, I think.
First down and 10 for Post. Garcia, the snap, empty backfield, looking to throw. Over the middle, deflected in the air and almost intercepted. But another excellent defensive play by, guess who, Chance? Caden Bird.
Caden Bird was right there, and Duvall came over to kind of help out. And if Duvall would have been looking for the ball, he may have had an interception, but he was looking to make that hit coming across the middle on that post Antelope. But, man, those ones right there, Ty, sometimes when you're watching it from over here, it's a lot easier to say, hey, look for the ball. But when they're in the game, they're looking to make that hit to kind of jar that ball loose. But that could have been a turnover right there if it would have had a heads-up play.
2:08 left to play here in a scoreless first quarter. Post facing a 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Ball going to be spotted just a hair inside the left hash mark as Garcia is in the gun. Takes the snap. He hands the ball off to Curtis. Curtis bounces it out to the right side, gets across the 40 down near the 35-yard line. And on second down, Chance, that's a solid gain of 7, almost 8. It'll be 3rd down and short coming up here for the Bold Gold.
Yeah, you'd like to see us kind of
probably two down territory again as they've got it at the Abernathy 35-yard line.
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect them to put it in the air right here. They're probably going to give you another big dose of Curtis on this one, and hopefully you can get some pressure right up the middle.
Garcia, 2 claps, takes the snap. It is a handoff up the middle again, and it is going to be a first down run to keep this drive going for the Bold Gold as Curtis takes it out across the 30.
That's good enough for another Bold Gold. First down.
But not anything fancy, Todd. They're kind of handing it to him, and he's able to kind of see where he wants to go and pick his way. They got their 5-down linemen, and they're kind of pushing our 3 guys up front wherever they want him to go, and so he's kind of being able to pick his lane that he wants to hit.
1:15 and the clock rolling to play here in the opening quarter tonight from Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium in Post. No score between the Antelopes and the Antelopes. Garcia is in the gun. He takes the snap. Another handoff to Curtis, Chance. And nothing fancy, just pounding the rock as nearing the red zone on that handoff was Curtis. The clock will roll. It's another solid gain on first down we'll give him 5, 2nd and 5 coming up for Post. Inside of 40 is Post not going to be in a hurry here. As we talked about, they like to dictate the pace.
Yep, that's why a lot of the games they play are low scoring going into halftime. They've had a lot of 14-14, 14-7, and 7-7 games, and it's because this is what they do. They just want to control the pace of the game.
Garcia once again hands it off up the middle to Randon Curtis. And Curtis takes it inside the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone, and that's another first down for Post. And Abernathy's going to have to find a way to plug the middle of the line right now, Chance, because, again, it's not big plays, but Post just kind of winning that battle up front right now.
Yeah, we're not even out of the first quarter here, Ty. We're about to be, and he already has 11 carries for 65 yards. Randy Curtis does.
And that will be the final snap of tonight's first quarter. Abernathy and Post 0, and Post is on the move when we come back, as tonight you are listening to Abernathy Antelope football.
West Texas Brick and Stone provides all the materials you need for your next custom masonry project. We are locally owned and operated, as well as family run. We have 35 years of experience in the industry, and we take pride in our customer service and industry experience. Come see us today at 405 North Interstate 27 in Lubbock to get the ball rolling on your next project. At West Texas Brick and Stone, we are happy to support Abernathy's young people and are wishing them the best of luck this season.
Dr. Kent Webb and his family have served West Texas for over 80 years. Webb Vision Center of Plainview offers a full-service and comprehensive eye care center. We have state-of-the-art technology that allows us to provide the most up-to-date eye exams and determine eye and vision health. We also offer many specialty eye care services. What are you waiting for? Come see Webb Vision Center in Plainview today. We are proud to support Abernathy Athletics. And welcome back here to Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium in Post. Ty Horsford alongside Chance Rocha and Travis Wickenden tonight. We head to the second quarter scoreless. Post on the move, though, inside the Abernathy red zone.
Yep. 1st and 10 from about the 15, Ty.
As Landon Garcia looking over to the sideline, now ready to take the snap, one clap. Garcia looking to throw, back corner of the end zone, jump ball.
Good coverage by Bird.
And it's Bird, Chance. I think I'd pick on somebody other than Caden Bird. He's broke up 3 different Garcia passes now where he's had really good man coverage down the field.
Yeah, really good man coverage right there. And again, Ty, and if I was one of the secondary coaches, I'd tell them, hey, next time, turn around. You got to
That's it. You're 100% right. Is you always kind of hold your breath because a lot more of an opportunity to get a flag thrown against you as well when you don't look back for the football.
Yep. Hey, but I'll take it. He knocks down that pass.
But it wasn't interference. I will. He felt it, I guess. But a good play there by Bird. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He's doing what he's supposed to do.
In the gun is Garcia. Takes the snap, hands the ball off, coming near side, and a big hit by number 5, but not able to bring him down and pushing for extra yardage down near the 10-yard line. Thought, Chance, that number 5, that would have been Eddie Perez, who put a hard hit on the runner, but then Dre Minfield has to come up and kind of help and finally makes the play. It is a gain of 7 or so. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 here for the Bold Gold. Big couple of plays for the Lope defense.
Yeah, it's definitely 2-down territory right here, but you stopped them one time. Let's see if we can do it again and keep that momentum on our side.
As again, Landon Garcia is in the gun. On 3rd and 3, a snap, handoff goes out left.
Big play right there by Hillis, put a big hit on him, but I think he's able to still sneak in and get the first down.
I think so, as Curtis kind of bounces off the hit. He does a good job of absorbing contact and just keeping those feet moving, and it is another Bold Gold first down as they have it right down at the 10-yard line. As Chance, we'll call it first, or actually it's at the 6, excuse me. It'll be 1st down and goal. First down and goal from the 6-yard line. Post trying to punch it in a scoreless game here with 10:48 left in the first half.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to put it in the air. I would expect they could probably hand it off 4 times to Curtis right here.
As in the gun, Garcia takes the snap. Another handoff to the middle. Curtis is hit at the goal line, but they cannot bring him down. And from 7 yards out, it is a Randon Curtis touchdown for Post. And the Bold Gold strike first.
Nothing fancy, Ty. Just continuing to give the ball to number 5, Curtis. And like I said earlier, it's the second quarter. He's got 76 yards rushing on 13 carries, and now he's added a touchdown to that.
Abernathy not an answer right now for Curtis. He's got a career day in the making here so far, as he's the workhorse on offense, is the PAT. Almost blocked, but it is up. And it is good. And with 10:34 left until halftime, it's Abernathy 7, or Post 7, Abernathy 0. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network.
At StormGuard, we provide experts you can count on. Sit back, relax, and let StormGuard take care of your home. If you're experiencing roof issues, let our qualified team of professionals repair or restore your roof. We work directly with your insurance company to make the process easy for you, and inspections are always free. At StormGuard, we are wishing the Lady Lopes and Lopes the best of luck this season.
And welcome back. 10:34 left to play here in the second quarter. Ty Horsford alongside my right-hand man, but he's on my left tonight. Chance Rocha and Travis Wickenden behind the lens doing a great job for us. 7-0 Post has taken the lead, and we've got another First State Bank kickoff upcoming here for the Antelopes. They have switched ends, and they will be running it right to left here as you watch on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network.
Yeah, we need some energy right here, Ty, on the offensive side, and watch for anything tricky on the kickoff, but we definitely need some energy, some momentum to go our way.
It's the Bold Gold have taken the lead. And a line drive kick received on a bounce from about the 16-yard line. Coming back to the near side is Aiden Villarreal out across the 30, 35. Not a bad return there for Aiden out to the 36-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Antelopes.
By Aiden Villarreal.
Decent return right there by Villarreal. And you can tell Post is hungry for the football. And 2 guys are trying to strip the ball from him right there on the kickoff. And so,
got to be sure-handed there when you're carrying that ball. Keep both hands on it.
Especially in a game like this. Little scoring update. New Deal's up on Floydada 21-0.
Shocker.
New Home and Olton are tied as the first quarter comes to an end there in Olton.
Well, there you go.
7-7.
In the shotgun is Wiley.
No, that's
Bird. Excuse me. Bird takes the direct snap, and he takes off out across the 40 to the 42. And Chance, I should have known it by the sleeve.
I was about to say.
And that's a gain on first down of 5 yards. It'll be second down coming up here for Abernathy. As anytime you mix in Bird to take that snap from the quarterback position, Chance, more than likely he's going to run it, but he's also capable of throwing it as well. And as a defense, you've got to be aware of that.
You got single coverage on the near side over here.
This time it is Wiley. Takes the snap, hands it to Walters, and Walters runs over a defender. And a good gamemanship there by both as they give each other a handshake after that one. As Max Cole, he had a perfect position, and Malachi Walters steamrolled him and got close to a first down. It is a first down, a First Baptist Church Antelope first down, and that is a tough run by Malachi.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough run by Malachi, Ty. He had the ball in his right hand, and he came around the edge and switches to his left and was able to put his shoulder down. And like I said, he ran over Cole to get that extra yardage to pick up that first.
First down and 10. So Abernathy's got it out across the 45 at the 46-yard line.
Kind of a mishatch here on the near side.
And
Cutter
Johnson is wide.
Bird takes
the snap. He hands the ball off to Walters. Walters bounces again to the near side. Again, runs over a defender and gets an extra 5 yards. How about Walters? He says the Post can play tough. I can too. And that's a heck of a run by Malachi. That is a hard 9 yards.
Yeah, it's a hard run right there by Walters. And I thought he picked up the first down right there on that one, Ty. But he was stopped about 6 yards and just kind of did a little spin off and was able to pick up those extra 3 or 4 on the back end. But I love the way he runs, Ty, because a lot of guys who run hard, they don't put their head down, and that's smart right there. He doesn't put his head down. He leads with his shoulder, and he's able to kind of get some extra push and momentum.
Just be sure you keep those hands on the football.
Oh, I'm telling you.
As Bird to take the snap again. He does so, and this is a Bird keeper all the way. Look out, he can fly. He gets the edge momentarily across the 40. It's another First Baptist Church first down to the 38-yard line. And Chance, you just hold your breath every time he takes off towards the edge because he gets by a defender or two, and that boy's gone.
I don't want to hold my breath. I want them to be holding their breath because they're worried about him scoring a touchdown. But, man, when Bird gets it, like I said, if you give him a little seam, he can make you pay for sure. And so they have some speed out there on those corners, and that's who was able to bring him down. He was trying to shake him, but he got shoestring tackled on the outside.
Nearing 8 minutes to play left here in the first half, 7-0 Post. Abernathy trying to look for the equalizer inside the bold gold 40. Wiley hands it off to the near side. Again, it is a hard run by Malachi. The defender kind of finally took note, Chance, and went down and got him a little lower and was able to make a pretty good tackle after a gain of 3 from Malachi Walters.
Yep, it's a good hard run out there by Walters, and I believe that was number 3 again, Max Cole, and he said, yeah, I'm not going to go up.
I'm going to go down lower and get his feet out from under him.
Hey, smart play. You got to do what you got to do as long as you come up with the tackle, but Walters was kind of preparing for that hit again, and so good hard run.
2nd down and 7, and Chance, really Post, one of the more physical teams you've really played all year long. Bird with the sleeve on the left arm to take the snap. He's going to keep it again, look for a seam up the middle. A pretty good job. I will say so far, Post's defense has contained Bird to an extent, at least from letting him bust one big. He's gotten his yards, but he gets about 3 there. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Put you in a good position right here. Put you in a 3rd and man.
Probably 2 downs to get 5 yards.
Correct. What you can't have, Todd, you can't have a loss.
Or a penalty or something like that.
For sure. Switching out some personnel. You got Duvall coming out, Minfield going in, Jagger going in, and look like Villarreal coming out.
Looks like Jagger will be in the gun. Maybe a throwing down here for Jagger.
You got mismatch up top with Bird. He's going for the hard count.
Now he looks over.
Timeout.
And Abernathy's going to take their 2nd timeout. I think they know how important of a drive this is. And Coach Bloskus does take the timeout, and we will take it as well. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
At Storm Guard, we provide experts you can count on. Sit back, relax, and let Storm Guard take care of your home. If you're experiencing roof issues, let our qualified team of professionals repair or restore your roof. We work directly with your insurance company to make the process easy for you, and inspections are always free. At Storm Guard, we are wishing the Lady Lopes and Lopes the best of luck this season.
And welcome back. 7:19 left to play here tonight from Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium in Post as Abernathy trailing 7-0. And it will be 3rd down and 5 here out of the timeout.
Kind of a scoreboard watching, Todd. Panhandle's beating Spearman 25-0.
Bird gets another handoff from Jagger Wiley, and Bird trying to push his way down close to the 30, Chance. A gain of a couple of yards, maybe 2.5. It'll be a big 4th down coming up here for the Antelope offense.
4th and 3.
They kind of did this last drive, Chance. They drove down onto this end of the field and failed on a 4th down. Let's see if they can pick it up and keep this drive going here as they've got it at the 31-yard line.
Got your normal personnel in there, kind of a jumbo package with a bunch of guys in the backfield.
Wiley to take the snap. Bird behind him. Walters to his left. Bad snap. And that is a busted play from the get-go as a flag does come in. And they were blowing it dead. They throw Jagger to the ground after the play. Could get a flag there as well. But Chance, the snap never got to Wiley. It skipped the ground the whole way.
Yep, it did. I'm not sure what the flag was on. I don't know if it was going to be a false start or if it's going to be on that far side. I'm not sure what it was, but it was a far side line judge.
As they're going to talk about it, and I think it's probably on Abernathy because the White Hat having a conversation with the Post coaching staff, probably asking if they want to take a penalty or decline a penalty, which you would think they would decline it because it would go over on downs and Post would have the football.
Yeah, it looks like that's what's going to happen. Yep. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but.
So it is going to be a declined penalty, a sideline warning against Abernathy. How do you throw that from that side of the field?
What?
That doesn't make any sense.
Since it's a warning, it'll still be a bowl goal. First down.
Interesting. Sure.
Or maybe the sideline warning was on post. I don't know.
It was on post, and so they got a flag, but it's just a warning. So they're gonna keep the play as it stood.
So it will be the second turnover on downs of the night. Credit the post defense and Landon Garcia and the Bold Gold offense back out there. He takes the snap. Another handoff coming to the near side. Curtis
Soto makes a huge open field
and we talked about Soto in the opening, and makes a nice play. Chance he's growing up before our eyes on this Antelope defense. It still though is a gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, I mean he's still able to get around the edge, but Soto comes off of that receiver on this far side and kind of reads that play and just comes in like a missile and makes a good open field tackle.
Second and 5.
He just plays with a lot of energy, Ty.
Gain of 5, second and 5 as we near the midway point of this second quarter. As in the shotgun, there's the snap. Handoff goes again to Randon Curtis, who tries to get the left edge. And Gito Soto, number 1 again, flies out there on the edge and gets the feet of Curtis and gets him to the ground. That's they're going to give him a gain on the play. That's a generous yard.
Yeah, that's a.
And it'll be 3rd and 4. I thought that was a storm guard tackle for loss right there.
Interesting spot, but it's a good job by Soto using that speed, getting off his block, and being able to get downhill to make that tackle, Ty.
Big opportunity for the Antelope defense here on 3rd down and 4. 5:20, the clock rolling here in the second quarter. Garcia to take the snap. He's looking to throw, rolls left, throws it in the flat. He's got a receiver juggling it out of bounds, but able to hold on and complete the catch. And the post receiver took a shot as he hit the Antelope sideline.
Yeah, hit one of our coaches over here.
Complete to Alec Garcia, and that's enough for another bowl goal. First down.
Yeah, but he was right there at the sticks, and Eddie Perez was trying to trail him right there, and he wasn't able to get there in time to knock that ball away, and Post will convert.
And another first down for the Bold Gold, Chance, and they just beat you up front and get 4 and 5 yards a pop, and it usually works out for them when they do that. First down and 10 for Post as we near 5 minutes to play here in the first half. This is an important drive, Chance, as Abernathy will get the ball to start the second half. Handoff to Curtis. He misdirects. Uh-oh, that's trouble. Out around the left side, 50-45. Brandon Curtis gets free across the 40-yard line for another first down. And that is a 6 plus 10. That's 21 yards on the carry for Curtis. And Chance, if he's not at 100, he's close. That's another first down for the Bold Gold.
Yeah, he's at 102 already tonight, Ty.
And still here with 5:03 left to play in the second quarter. No answer for Randon Curtis so far for the Abernathy defense. In the shotgun again is Garcia. 3 receivers to the near side, but again it goes up the middle to Curtis. And he is hit by number 5 and then spurts free for a moment, but Abernathy stays with him. Go ahead and credit Eddie Perez with the stop there, but still, Chance, it's still a gain of 4 on first down. And that's what Post is, that's what they do. They don't take hits for losses. They just get positive yardage and string them together.
Yeah, they definitely do. And, one thing that you're going to have to look at, though, Ty, I mean, I'm sure he's used to having a ton of carries, but we're not even out of the first half, and he's already has 17 carries tonight.
Second down and 6 coming up here for the Bold Gold. 4:20 left to play here in the second quarter. 7-0 Post. Garcia the snap, rolling left, being chased from behind. Airs one out over the middle, and Abernathy's defense left the defender behind him. And it is going to be a touchdown as
a 33-yard touchdown
number
pass. Draven Gonzalez.
Draven Gonzalez got behind Minfield and hauls it in, and Post takes a 2-score lead just like that, Chance. And they do that to you. They lull you to sleep with the run and then beat you over the top. And it's 13-0 Bold Gold, pending the point after. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good as well. And with 4:11 left in the second quarter, it's Post 14 and Abernathy nothing. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. Your home is your most valuable asset, and when you need repairs or upgrades, you want a name that you can trust. That name is MC Master Roofing and Construction. Their team will help guide you through every step of the process, from your insurance claim to a completed project. Small town and locally owned and operated, MC Master will not only get the job done, but they'll get it done right. They are a proud title sponsor of this broadcast and a proud supporter of Abernathy's young people. Give them a call today at 806-698-4653. And welcome back here to Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium. A 31-yard touchdown pass for the Bold Gold Antelopes. And they have taken a lead. Draven Gonzalez, the touchdown. It's 14-0 Post with 4:11 left here in the first half. And now, Chance, you've got an opportunity, though, for Abernathy to do a twofer. Yeah. You get the ball heading into the third quarter. So, man, if you could go down and get points and then get the ball again, you've got a chance to get 2 for 1 here. End over end, First State Bank kickoff is going to go to the sideline and draw a flag. It is going to be a free kick out of bounds on the Bold Gold.
Scoring update, Ty New Ulm has jumped out in front of Olton 14-7 in the second quarter. Newdale still all over Floyd Ada. It's 34-0 in the second quarter there. And we're going to keep track of it, Ty. We kind of talked about it. Stinnett or Panhandle, that's the team that you're going to face. And, you know, Stinnett's a team that struggled with Spearman last week, and Panhandle is just putting a whooping on them 25-0. And Stinnett is struggling with Sunray. It's 6-0 in the second quarter.
Again, you win this ball game, you would be the 3 seed and likely play Panhandle. You lose this ball game, you go in as the 4 seed, likely play Stinnett, because Chance Stinnett, their Panhandle's lone blemish on their record this year. There's the snap to Wiley. Handoff goes up the middle, and Malachi Walters is forced backward. Where's the flag? Throw a flag. My goodness.
Oh, they threw the roughing the passer, though.
Oh, yeah, they'll call that, but it's going to be a big loss on the play. Well, they're actually going to give forward progress to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to say he was 7 yards behind. That's a BS call right there. I'm going to call it what it is.
Yeah, Wiley's talking to the side judge over here. He's saying, oh, he got 1 yard, but y'all didn't blow the whistle, and he got tackled 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And so it's just stuff like that. When you let that keep going, it can get very choppy and it can get ugly.
2nd down and 10. As Wiley in the gun takes the snap with an empty backfield, slant over the middle, nice hands, and hauling it in is Minfield. And Chance, that's a nice little slant route there, and that's easy money for the Antelopes, a gain of 8 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Tackle by Rayton Osborne.
Yeah, that was a heck of a catch right there by Dre. He's come up with that catch, and it was a good throw as he was crossing the middle by Wiley.
We go inside of 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Chance, Abernathy, a big drive here, nearing their own 40.
Yeah, big 3rd down. You definitely can't take a loss right here, Ty. You got Bird in the backfield.
Bird to take that snap. He does, fakes the handoff, and he is going to be dropped. Chance Post has got a good enough defense. They can kind of put a spy on Bird, and it's probably going to be a punting situation because you lose yardage back on the minus side of the 50, and another stop by the Post defense.
And you know, if you're able to get back to the line of scrimmage, you possibly may go for it when it's 2, but losing 3 yards there and it being 4th and 5 on this side, you can't put yourself in a tough situation right there.
As we near 2 minutes to play here, Abernathy being shut out by Post 14-0, and Jagger Wiley to punt.
Watch them to send pressure right here.
It's a low snap. They do bring pressure. Jagger gets it away. And Chance, that's really a pretty good job by Jagger. It wasn't a great snap to him. He gets it, Torres, and he boots it out of bounds over there across the 45-yard line, down close to the 40.
Yeah, it was a good job to get it away and kind of having a free rusher over here on the near side, putting some pressure on him, but he kind of rugby styles and kicks it out of bounds. And this is a situation, Ty, with 2 minutes left. They have some timeouts, plus they have the 2 minute. They're probably going to go down here and try to put points on the board knowing that you get the ball before second half. So this is a big defensive situation for the Lopes.
14-0 Post with 3 receivers to the near side. Handoff goes to Curtis. Why would you do anything else? And that time a good job defensively up front as Harkey flies in there to take his legs out for a gain of just a yard or 2. And it'll be second down, but a timeout on the field. It's the 2-minute timeout here left in the first half of the ball game with Post leading 14-0. We'll take a timeout and come back. You are listening to Abernathy Antelope Football on the Abernathy Sports Network. DB Media specializes in all things audio, video, and lighting. From designs and installs tailored to your commercial application to concerts and corporate events and even studio recording and mixing for bands and artists, DB Media has you covered. DB Media is a proud supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes this season. And welcome back here to Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium. Chance, that high-octane Antelope offense has been at times this year being held in check so far by the stout defensive Post. It's 14-0, the Bold Gold lead. And I think it's really imperative, Chance, that you keep Abernathy or keep Post off the board here.
Yeah, it definitely is, Ty. With 2 minutes to go right here, they still have 2 of their timeouts. It says they have all 3 of them, but I feel like they took a timeout. But they got 3 timeouts, so they got plenty of time to put points on the board. So
I think they just now took 1.
No, that was the 2 minute for them.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you had him in the back.
Looking to throw Garcia, and he led his receiver too far over the middle.
Bird was in good coverage.
Bird
right
was
there.
good coverage, but Chance of that throw off target by Landon Perez or Garcia, excuse me. And it'll be 3rd down and 8. 1:56 left to play. Big defensive play here because if you can get a stop, Chance, leading by 2 scorers, you would expect Post probably to punt it and pin you deep.
Yeah, but I think they're going to give it to Curtis, and hopefully he gets 4 or 5 yards, and they'll probably go for it, Ty.
As Garcia rolling near side looks to throw.
Picked up.
And it's a jump ball, and it's going to be caught just shy of the first down as number 2, Draven Gonzalez, takes it away.
Oh, they said interception?
Oh, did they?
They said interception.
It ended up in the hands of Draven Gonzalez.
But they said Minfield.
But they're going to say Minfield may have picked it off first. Let's check it out.
They're
going to say it is a catch by Draven Garcia. But here's the thing, Chance. If that's a catch, it's a first down because he was out here across the marker, and they're marking him back a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th down. If that is a catch, that's a first down. But it is going to be 4th down and short here for Post.
Hand off to Curtis, I would expect. Man, Minfield made a good break right there, Ty. And
he did. He timed it well.
Yeah, he lost that.
And Post may take a time. I bet you Post, they may punt it here.
Nah.
As they let the play clock run down to take a timeout. If I'm Post, I punt it. Because you're leading by 2 scores, and if for some reason you don't get it, you give Abernathy a chance to get a 2-for-1 here. We'll see what they do, and they may kind of pull what Tech did in Manhattan last week when nobody really kind of understood right before the half. They let some clock run off and then took a timeout and then ended up kicking like a 60-yard field goal. But we'll see what Post does here on 4th down and 1.
I think you're either going to get a play to Curtis up the middle, Ty, or they may try to go for a big pop and a big play over the top because you may be expecting the run. And I think they're going to challenge you and say, hey, if we don't get it, we trust our defense right here with just 1:22, and we only have 1 timeout, so that doesn't give you a ton of time, only having 1 timeout with just 1:22 left if we were able to get the ball back. So I expect them to go for it here, but they may pull it away.
Special thanks to Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, and the Farmers Cooperative Compress of Plainview, all proud supporters of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. As out of the timeout here for the Bold Gold, it'll be 4th down and 1. Post going to no huddle out of the timeout. They'll hustle it to the line, and at least for now, the offense is on the field.
You got Perez in the backfield with Garcia.
A jumbo look, but there is one receiver out to the far side. And they're looking to take the snap. There it is. There's the handoff up the middle. And it is a first down run. Didn't get a whole lot, but got enough. And a chance, to your point, when you've not been able to stop them running the ball all night long, you trust your offensive line that you're going to get a yard or two, and they did. First down for Post.
They brought the bigger back in right there in Perez and just told him to put his head down, and he's able to do that. And so we'll see how quick they go right here with a minute 14 left. They got 2 timeouts.
Garcia hands it off left side. Curtis gets the edge, and Curtis having a heck of a night. Takes it inside the 40-yard line, and Chance, you just have no answer right now defensively.
I think they're going to say he got the first down. I think he ran for about 12 on that one time.
That's enough for another bowl goal.
There's still 67 seconds left to play here until halftime, and a touchdown heading into the locker room, Chance, would be a tough pill to swallow for the Antelopes. Already down 14-0 in Post on the move.
Yeah, they're not in a ton of hurry here, Ty, as he went out of bounds. So
the clock is stopped at 1:07.
Trips to the near side. Let's see if they try to put it in the air.
There's the snap to Garcia. Handoff again to the middle. And a big hole. Garcia gives to Curtis.
Bird makes
and Curtis bounces wide, and he's pushed out of bounds. I was afraid he was going to take it to the house right there, but now, Chance, all of a sudden there is an eternity left as he takes it into the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone, and really Post trying to take the wind out of the Abernathy sails right now. They've got it all the way down to the 15 with 59 seconds left.
Yeah, 22-yard run out there by Curtis. He just went right up the middle, and there was a big push. There was one Post ball go to Antelope, and he was pushing 2 Antelopes back on that line of scrimmage.
Empty backfield, 2 receivers to the far side. Garcia swings it out here on the pass. It is caught and running untouched into the end zone is Draven Gonzalez, as Gonzalez takes it in from 15 yards out. Some Abernathy fans here wanting a hold, not going to get the call, and it's 20-0. The Bold Gold have taken the lead.
Yeah, and there wasn't nothing fancy there. They just kind of did a little bubble screen on this near side, and you had 2 receivers that were blocking up front. That's where they wanted to hold at. He kind of had his hands underneath Dre Minfield and wasn't letting go of him, but they were saying he was pushing him downfield, and he wasn't just holding them right there. And so Minfield was doing everything he could to get away, but we didn't get the call.
As a high snap on the PAT, and it's partially blocked, but it still gets through the uprights, and it is good with 53 seconds left here until halftime. It's Post 21 and Abernathy 0. We will take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network.
Plains Land Bank has specialized in financing rural property for over 100 years. We are passionate about agriculture and want to see producers be successful. Your land is more than your livelihood. It's your legacy. Let us help you own a piece of Texas today. Come give us a visit at our Plainview office. We are proud supporters of all of our local high school student athletes.
As welcome back. 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter, and right now, Chance, Post just out physicaling the Antelopes 21-0 here late in the second quarter.
Yep, they definitely are. They're giving us all we can handle, and you're going to have to make some kind of adjustments. Time you've been able to move the ball, but you've kind of gotten stymied right here just past the 40-yard line and not able to convert on some tough fourth downs, and that's kind of been the decidal factor on the game. They've been able to convert, and you haven't. Oh,
end over end kick is fumbled, but then scooped up by Villarreal, and he luckily it bounced right back up to him, Chance, and he takes it out across the 35 to about the 36. It'll be first down and 10 as Abernathy will take over with 45 seconds to go until the half.
Aiden Villarreal with the return. Tackle made by Cameron Menchaca.
As Menchaca on the stop.
There was a flag on the play.
So we'll check. There is a penalty marker down, so we will check that.
I don't know if they're calling it on a sideline warning on us or if they're calling a penalty on them. I'm not sure what they're calling here.
The Abernathy coaching staff has not been thrilled with the officiating crew tonight.
I mean, you already know you're going to be up against a tough Post Bold Gold team here and not taking anything away from them, but there's definitely been some calls that haven't gone your way. But at the end of the day, you still got to go out there and gird it out.
Well, you're just getting beat up front right now.
Getting beat up front. And like I said, it's those 2 4 downs that you're not able to convert. If you convert those, that kind of changes things a little bit. And you're able to keep their offense off the field for a little bit longer. But Wiley's definitely not happy talking to the white hat.
Now we'll watch the white hat walk over and signal it against the Antelopes. Another sideline warning.
I don't know how we get
against Abernathy,
but they didn't get penalized for theirs.
Well, it's because that's our second one, I think.
No, but the first one was on them, and they picked up the flag. Remember, we hadn't had one. So I'm not sure if he was saying that he was in near the play. I think that's what they were saying, where the play was happening. There was a coach in the area, but
45 seconds to go. Abernathy will take over. Wiley to take the snap. Rolls near side. Looks to throw over the middle. Ooh, almost intercepted as intended target. Minfield threw it behind him a little bit, and it'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's a hard play to make. You're kind of rolling to the near side, throwing across your body, and he's trying to be able to get it back across the middle to Minfield, and that's a tough throw to make, especially for somebody who hasn't had a lot of reps the past few weeks.
41 seconds left to play. Abernathy trailing post now 21-0 as we near half. Jagger to take the snap, hands the ball off. It goes to number 20. That is Malachi Walters, and he is stopped right near the line of scrimmage, and the clock will roll, and now Chance Post takes a timeout. As they're thinking here, 3rd down, make Abernathy punt the way things are going, and you could get a back-breaking score. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're listening to Abernathy Football.
Timeout.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are proud to be known as the ag retailer of the future and are committed to helping growers meet their full potential. We consistently provide the best performing chemical, fertilizer, and seed products, financing programs, and second-to-none technology. With 6 locations nearby, Nutrien Ag Solutions is ready to serve you with all of your agricultural needs. David Carver and his team are thankful for the customers who continue to trust Nutrien with their business. We are wishing the Antelopes and Lady Lopes an incredible and blessed year.
Guys, welcome back here. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Chance after the post timeout. They lead 21-0. Abernathy facing a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, scoring updates, 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Alton's kind of battled back, but New Home put some more points on the board. It's 27-14. New Home still leads that one.
In the shotgun, taking the snap is Bird. Bird going to keep it. Look out. He alters directions across the 30, 35, 40. That's a First Baptist Church first down out to the 41 and a gain of 19 yards.
Caden Bird with the carry. Tackle made by Braden Austin.
Was there a flag? No, a timeout taken. I was about to lose my religion.
You got to take one right there.
Had that been a flag, but it is just a timeout for the Antelopes, Chance, and they are out of timeouts now with 23 seconds left. We'll keep it right here with 59 yards of real estate in front of you. You're just looking for a big play here heading into the locker room.
Yeah, you definitely are, Ty. Kind of talked about scoreboard watching again. Panhandle is still all over Spearman, 39-6. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter there. And a Stinnett team that must have caught Panhandle on a tough day. They're barely leading Sunray 12-0, and it's about to be halftime there. And that's a Sunray team that you've already beat this season. Two-minute drill, or 20-second drill. Here you go, Ty.
As out of the timeout in the gun is Wiley. As that was offsides on the defense. They may have finally called it. Throws it up for grabs down the sidelines. And that's what you do when the defense is off, Chance. Caden Bird goes up to get it across the 40-yard line. That stops the clock at 17 seconds. You're right. They don't throw the flag, though.
They didn't say he went out of bounds?
Abernathy hustles up and going to spike the ball. Is Wiley with 13 seconds to play. What a catch by Bird, Chance. That's another First Baptist Church first down. His second big catch down the field of the night. And if nothing else, that gives you a chance from the 34-yard line, Chance, for Wiley to heave one to the end zone.
Yeah, you could probably get 2 plays out of it out here. You can't take a sack because you're definitely not going to put yourself in a good position.
Well, and you're out of timeouts, too. It's got to be out of bounds or incomplete.
Yep.
As Wiley is in the gun, looking to throw with an empty backfield, steps up in the pocket, throws it far down the sideline, out of bounds, and with 7 seconds left, you'll have a chance to do it again.
Intended once again for Caden Bird.
Is Caden Bird the intended target?
This should be the final play right here.
You could possibly do like a quick out to the sidelines, maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to see that hook and ladder we pulled off. Was it against Friona or Florwell?
I don't remember, but this wouldn't be a bad place for one. Velasquez has a pretty nifty playbook at times, so we'll see what Abernathy pulls out here from the 34-yard line, excuse me. In the gun is Wiley. Takes the snap. Empty backfield. Pressure coming. He airs it out over the middle. It's intercepted and overthrown of Caden Bird. And that is how the first half will end, Chance. That started with the pressure put on Wiley in the backfield. He had to throw it off of his back foot. It wasn't going to matter anyway. And that is the end of the first half tonight. And it's all post here at the break. 21-0. Abernathy is trailing the Post Antelopes.
Yeah, it was a tough go right there for the Antelopes from Abernathy, Ty. They kind of couldn't answer the bell up front and kind of got pushed around on the defensive side and then just weren't able to convert. Had some big plays trying to go in and put some points on the board, but just weren't able to get over the hump, and you're going to go in trailing 21-0, and you're going to start with the ball, and that's going to be a big drive coming out of halftime.
We will take an extended timeout here at the break, and we'll come back and recap the first half, take a look at some scores and some halftime numbers with the Abernathy Antelopes trailing Post 21-0 here at halftime. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We are currently at halftime, and our live broadcast will return to the air shortly. Don't miss our video podcast, Outside the Box, on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on this same YouTube channel as we take a look around AISD and feature special guest interviews, on-location shows, football previews, and so much more. A huge thank you goes out to the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible: MC Master Roofing and Construction, South Plains Auto Ranch, Clark Riley Insurance, Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop, First Baptist Church, JC's Refrigeration, Storm Guard, Plains Land Bank, Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop in Shallowater, Rooted Revival, Lasso Electric, Chance Rocha Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, Web Vision Center, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, West Texas Brick and Stone, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, Farmers Cooperative Compress, First State Bank, DB Media, and Ty Horsford Realtor. Again, we have a break in the action, and we will return to the air soon. Your home is your most valuable asset, and when you need repairs or upgrades, you want a name that you can trust. That name is MC Master Roofing and Construction. Their team will help guide you through every step of the process, from your insurance claim to a completed project. Small town and locally owned and operated, MC Master will not only get the job done, but they'll get it done right. They are a proud title sponsor of this broadcast and a proud supporter of Abernathy's young people. Give them a call today at 806-698-4653. Buying a car can be daunting, but not if you let your friends at the South Plains Auto Ranch help you with the process. Offering great deals and in-house financing on used cars, Austin and his team need to be your first call when you are looking for a new ride. Come see us on the south end of town today or give us a call at 806-298-2200. South Plains Auto Ranch is a proud supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck this season. When it comes to insuring your home, car, farm, or anything in between, you want a friendly face that you can trust, and you'll find that at Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. They offer a variety of insurance options, no matter how big or small, and they'll treat you like family throughout the process. They've been in the business for many years and have the expertise to get you the insurance you need at an affordable price. Give them a call today at 298-2591. Clark Riley Insurance is a proud supporter of the Lady Lopes and Antelopes.
At JC's Refrigeration, there's no job too big or too small for our professionals to handle. We offer a full scale of HVAC services for your home or business, and you'll always be greeted with a smile. Located at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. We are locally owned and are proud to support our Abernathy Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Next time you have an HVAC need or a project, give JC's a call at 806-744-9855. Located in the heart of the community, Abernathy's First Baptist Church is ready to welcome you to their family. Our pastor is Damon Pierce and our youth pastor is Bailey Hare. We meet at 9:30 for Sunday school and 10:45 for worship, and we have a wide variety of children's, youth, and adult activities beginning at 6 on Wednesday nights. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, we strive to love God, love people, and tell the world. We are praying the Lopes and Lady Lopes have a tremendous season.
Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shop have served families in Abernathy and the South Plains for many years. Todd, Jackson, and the team at the funeral home will handle all of your funeral planning needs with sensitivity and compassion, while the fine folks at the flower shop can help you with all of your flower and gift needs. They are family owned and operated and are proud to be members of the Abernathy community. Come see us today near 16th Street and Avenue D, or give us a call today. Go Lopes!
Stormguard Roofing and Construction is proud to be a locally owned national franchise. When you have roofing needs, we want you to be able to sit back, relax, and trust the experts to do the job right. We will work with your insurance to make sure the process is easy for you and inspections are always free. Give Corey a call at 806-630-4131. Next time your roof needs repaired or restored, go Lopes and Lady Lopes. Plains Land Bank has specialized in financing rural property for over 100 years. We are passionate about agriculture and want to see producers be successful. Your land is more than your livelihood. It's your legacy. Let us help you own a piece of Texas today. Come give us a visit at our Plainview office. We are proud supporters of all of our local high school student athletes.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are proud to be known as the ag retailer of the future and are committed to helping growers meet their full potential. We consistently provide the best performing chemical, fertilizer, and seed products, financing programs, and second-to-none technology. With 6 locations nearby, Nutrien Ag Solutions is ready to serve you with all of your agricultural needs. David Carver and his team are thankful for the customers who continue to trust Nutrien with their business. We are wishing the Antelopes and Lady Lopes an incredible and blessed year.
Something new has taken Abernathy by storm. Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market is locally owned by first responders and offers fresh salad and deli options for lunch or dinner, any drink combination under the sun, and the freshest beef around. We are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and are ready to serve you. We are a faith and family first business and are proud supporters of our Antelopes and Lady Lopes, as well as a title sponsor on this broadcast. Come see us in the Red Barn on the north end of town. Dr. Kent Webb and his family have served West Texas for over 80 years. Webb Vision Center of Plainview offers a full-service and comprehensive eye care center. We have state-of-the-art technology that allows us to provide the most up-to-date eye exams and determine eye and vision health. We also offer many specialty eye care services. What are you waiting for? Come see Webb Vision Center in Plainview today. We are proud to support Abernathy Athletics. West Texas Brick and Stone has provided top-notch custom masonry services to West Texas for 35 years. We are locally owned and operated as well as family run. We take pride in our masonry work and are ready to tackle your next project, no matter the size. Come see us at 405 North Interstate 27 in Lubbock to get the ball rolling on your next project. At West Texas Brick and Stone, we are happy to support Abernathy's young people and are wishing them the best of luck this season. As one of Abernathy's longest-standing institutions, First State Bank is proud to meet a full scale of banking needs in Abernathy and the surrounding areas. We are family-owned and operated and have been for many years. We are the people you see at the grocery store and go to church with, and we pride ourselves on being your friend in the banking business. Come see us today. We are wishing the Lopes and the Lady Lopes much success this season. In today's ever-changing real estate market, you need a trusted professional that has your best interest in mind. I'm Ty Horsford, and I would be honored to be that person. Buying or selling a home may be one of the biggest things you ever do, and I'd be honored to walk with you through the process from start to finish. If you're ready to buy or sell or simply just have questions, give me a call today at 806-773-4658.
Lasso Electric and Abernathy is locally owned and operated. Although they specialize in agricultural projects, they can also handle your residential needs as well. Whether your project is big or small, they have the expertise to handle the job. If you're in need of a licensed electrician, give Daryl Scarborough a call today at 806-559-7058. Lasso Electric wishes the Lopes and Lady Lopes good luck this season. Rooted Revival is your local faith-based salon that is rooted in Christ and built on community. A fresh, peaceful space for everyday hair, confidence, and connection. Whether it's a kid's cut, a men's trim, or a full highlight, stylist Hannah Rocha and Sierra Contreras can take care of you. With a heart for people and a passion for purpose, they are proud to serve the community of Abernathy and West Texas. You can find them on Facebook or stop by and see them at 203 Avenue D in Abernathy to schedule your next appointment. To win in sports, you adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Chance Rocha, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investment of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Abernathy Lopes and Lady Lopes on the Abernathy Sports Network. Call 806-784-0004 or visit edwardjones.com/chance-rocha for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
DB Media specializes in all things audio, video, and lighting. From designs and installs tailored to your commercial application to concerts and corporate events and even studio recording and mixing for bands and artists, DB Media has you covered. DB Media is a proud supporter of the Abernathy Antelopes and Lady Lopes this season. And once again, good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Welcome back here inside Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium tonight in Post, Texas, as it's the regular season finale this evening and the district finale for the Abernathy Antelopes and the Post Bold Gold Antelopes right now, Chance. And right now, you can pretty much sum up the first half as Post just kind of being the aggressor. They're being the more physical team right now. They're beating you up front. They're doing we've kind of gotten into the type of game you said you couldn't get into if you were going to be successful. Post is controlling the pace. They're winning the effort battle, and I don't mean that other than they're riding their workhorse, their offensive and defensive line right now, and you can't find an answer if you're the Abernathy Antelopes, and it's spelled a 21-0 halftime lead for Post.
Yeah, it's kind of been tough sledding for the Lopes, Ty, and essentially it all comes down to they were able to convert on 3rd and 4th, and you haven't been able to. And they've come up with the big plays, and you haven't. But they haven't done anything fancy, Ty. I mean, they've kind of given you a heavy dose of Curtis. And he's leading their team right now with just over 140 yards rushing. And they have 150 total. And so that's kind of the answer right there. He has, 22 carries already in the first half and a touchdown. And then they've kind of lulled you to sleep with that. And then Garcia was able to hit you with 2 big pass plays, a 33-yard touchdown and a 15-yard touchdown. Kind of lost track of those receivers. And then one on the bubble screen where they get some good blocks blocking downfield, but they really aren't stacking up the numbers as far as stats-wise. They're just kind of controlling the line of scrimmage and the pace of play, and you're going to have to come out here, like I said, this first drive is to kind of tell what you're expecting to do in the second half when you come out here with the ball to start the third quarter.
As 21-0, the Post Antelopes leading the Abernathy Antelopes, and Chance, both of the bands performing right now, and we can talk playoffs a little bit moving into next week. If this result holds, if Abernathy does not rally from a 3-touchdown deficit in the second half, you would enter the playoffs as the number 4 seed from our district. You would be playing the number 1 seed from that district to the north, which will be the West Texas Stinnett Comanches. It'd be a rematch of last year's by-district playoff round. You got a little bit more of a formidable foe across the way in Stinnett. They are struggling a little bit tonight with a Sunray team that has just been downright bad this year, and they struggled at times last week, but they are going to be a force, Chance, because Panhandle is really, really, really good, and somehow they drew up a game plan that knocked off the Panhandle Panthers to give them their lone loss of the season. And if I'm not mistaken, I do think Stinnett is still unbeaten. I don't know if they lost a non-district game or not, but
they did not. They're 9-0 tie, but a lot of their games, they put up some big numbers, but here kind of going into the back half of the season, they beat a Sanford Frisch team who's kind of like Floydada of that district up north, 36-0, and they did get that upset win over Panhandle, but they struggled against Spearman last week. They barely beat them 21-19, and Spearman is playing Panhandle tonight, and Panhandle is already up on them. It's not even halftime, and it's 47-6. And so we talk about matchups matter, and
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Stinnett may have gotten Panhandle on maybe an injury, or it may have been a situation to where they just drew up the right game plan and they were able to kind of inch them out and beat them 50-49. But that's going to give them the district championship. That doesn't necessarily mean they're the best team out of that district, because Panhandle is kind of hitting their stride going into district play. And so whether it's West Texas or Panhandle, it's going to be a tough draw.
Absolutely. In Abernathy, we do know, Chance, if you play as the 4 seed against Stinnett, you will go back to Hereford where you played them last year.
Yep.
Next Friday. If for some reason you rally and end up playing Panhandle, that game would be played in Tulia. At least that's what we've been told.
Yep.
Obviously those things can change depending on circumstances and whatnot, but that's kind of a outlook of what to expect for Abernathy heading into the postseason. But like you said, Chance, regardless of whether it's Stinnett or Panhandle, it's going to be a tough wall to climb and a tough feat for Abernathy next week.
Yeah, it definitely will be, Ty. We kind of talked about it. Post kind of has an outsider's chance to get second if they beat you and some other things happen. But as it looks right now, it looks like New Home's going to hold on and probably beat Olton. They're up by 20 right now at halftime, 34-14. And they would need Olton to kind of rally back and beat New Home and put them in a position to possibly get second. But likely, if Post holds on here, they're going to go in as a 3rd seed. They still will get a share of the district title, but they would still go in as a 3rd seed with all the crazy tiebreakers and New Deal and New Home and Post all kind of beating each other. And so I think, Ty, what you're playing for right now is if you can come back, that's going to say one thing, but I think you got to come back and play with some energy to show some effort and some kind of going into playoff start next week. Because if you come out here and play the second half and you just kind of look flat, that can kind of carry over into next week, and that's definitely not something the coaching staff probably wants.
Chance, our listeners are phenomenal because I just got some inside information about Stinnett. Since that Panhandle game, their quarterback has been playing with a broke thumb. And so he's still playing, but not quite to the level that he was Panhandle and before. And so, Abernathy knows their share of injuries better, Chance.
Oh, for sure. As
Abernathy's had a plethora of them at different times. 8 starters down due to injury for Abernathy here this year has just kind of made it maybe a little bit subpar the year you were hoping for or the year you expected. Still battled it out, and you're going to get into the playoffs. But that's a little bit of an answer to our question, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, everybody deals with injuries, and that's one of those things too where you want to go out with a victory. You likely want to be the 3 seed, but when you look at it on paper, if Sinette's dealing with injuries and you catch them and you are the 4 seed, matchups matter. Things happen. And so regardless of how that shakes out, Ty, I just think you got to come out here and play the second half with energy. That's really what you want from your team. You control what you can control and let everything else kind of work itself out. But I just think going into a week and heading into a playoff scenario, you definitely want to finish the season strong and not come out here and play flat.
21-0, Post on top of the Abernathy Antelopes here at halftime. We'll take one more timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football on the Abernathy Antelope Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We are currently at halftime, and our live broadcast will return to the air shortly. Don't miss our video podcast, Outside the Box, on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on this same YouTube channel as we take a look around AISD and feature special guest interviews, on-location shows, football previews, and so much more. A huge thank you goes out to the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible: MC Master Roofing and Construction, South Plains Auto Ranch, Clark Riley Insurance, Able Funeral Home and Flower Shop, First Baptist Church, JC's Refrigeration, Storm Guard, Plains Land Bank, Nutrient Ag Solutions, The Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop in Shallowater, Rooted Revival, Lasso Electric, Chance Rocha Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market, Web Vision Center, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, West Texas Brick and Stone, Rural Roots Medical Clinic, Farmers Cooperative Compress, First State Bank, DB Media, and Ty Horsford Realtor. Again, we have a break in the action, and we will return to the air soon. Your home is your most valuable asset, and when you need repairs or upgrades, you want a name that you can trust. That name is MC Master Roofing and Construction. Their team will help guide you through every step of the process, from your insurance claim to a completed project. Small town and locally owned and operated, MC Master will not only get the job done, but they'll get it done right. They are a proud title sponsor of this broadcast and a proud supporter of Abernathy's young people. Give them a call today at 806-698-4653. Buying a car can be daunting, but not if you let your friends at the South Plains Auto Ranch help you with the process. Offering great deals and in-house financing on used cars, Austin and his team need to be your first call when you are looking for a new ride. Come see us on the south end of town today or give us a call at 806-298-2200. South Plains Auto Ranch is a proud supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck this season. When it comes to insuring your home, car, farm, or anything in between, you want a friendly face that you can trust, and you'll find that at Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. They offer a variety of insurance options. And once again, good evening, Abernathy, Texas, and good evening, fans of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes. Welcome back here into Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium in Post, Texas, where tonight the Abernathy Antelopes are trailing the Post Antelopes 21-0 as we get ready to start the third quarter. We're getting set for the second half First State Bank kickoff tonight, as all of our special teams plays brought to you by the First State Bank. And Chance, all football season long, we've been thankful for the support from our sponsors.
Yep, support from our sponsors, Ty, all of our listeners out there. We appreciate it, and we've enjoyed it, and hopefully we get to do it for a couple more weeks for sure.
And when district basketball rolls around, we'll be there as well. As the Lady Lopes, Chance, basketball-wise, officially open their season tomorrow as, only going to take on the Nazareth Swiftettes.
Yeah.
As they are getting their season started after a couple of scrimmages. As Post set to kick it off left to right, wearing those all blacks right End-over-end kick is going to bounce at the 20, takes a post bounce ball loose on the ground. Villarreal saves the possession and scoops it up, and then he is being driven backwards.
What is that?
Where is the flag? My goodness.
He's not even looking.
Throw a dead gum flag. As Coach Wiley has to calm down the Abernathy faithful who are fired up on the near side, but the ref just not even paying attention.
And Ty, I'm typically not the one to say anything, but when you're not even looking at the end of the play and you've blown the whistle and he's trying to strip the ball and throw your guy down, yeah, it's definitely something wrong there.
Yeah, you're the eternal optimist among us, Chance, and so when you get riled up, I know it's serious. As first down and 10 for the Antelopes, Jagger Wiley in the gun to take the snap, hands the ball off. And getting a couple of yards is Bird, and then he is driven backwards by a host of black jerseys. Gain of 2, it'll be second down.
Caden Bird on the carry. First contact made by Colton Hawkins.
11:35, the clock rolls here now in the third quarter with Post leading Abernathy by 3 scores. Chance, I've also been impressed with the Post defense tonight. They're playing tough. In the gun again is Wiley. Bad snap. Rolls right now. Wiley being chased, and he's going to be sacked for the third time tonight. Back inside the 15-yard line, Chance. But that's the third or fourth time tonight that the snap has just not gotten to him. It skipped along the ground, and then by the time Wiley able to pick it up, he's got defenders in his face.
Yeah, it's kind of rolled back there to him. And I will say I'm not sure, but I know Gabriel let me see here. Gabriel Ortiz is injured, and I know he played some center as well, but I'm not sure if that's kind of something we're struggling with the snap for on that. He's over here on the sideline with the boot on, but he started the game that way, so they must have practiced all week with a different center.
In the gun is Wiley. As it goes to Malachi around the edge. Good job by Malachi. He's playing with some heart tonight. Out across the 25-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. 3rd and 16, Chance, though. You just put yourself too far behind the sticks, and it's a good gain of about 13 yards by Walters, but on 4th and 3, this far back in your own territory, it's a 3-and-out forced by this Post defense, and Abernathy will punt.
Yeah, that's not a situation you want to be in. We talked about how the first drive was important here, and that sack due to that bad snap definitely hurts you. And not sure you're going to try anything tricky right here on 4th and 3, but just got to get it clean. They're going to bring pressure.
It'll be good. Field position as the kick is not great. It bounces near midfield and then takes an Abernathy hop across midfield to about the 44-yard line. And that is where it will be first down and 10 for the Bold Gold Antelopes as they take over for the first time here in the third quarter. 9:44 left to play here in the third. A 3-and-out to start the second half by Abernathy. And it'll be first down for Post from the 44-yard line. Ball going to be spotted on the left hash mark. Landon Garcia in the gun, trips to the near side. Handoff goes to the near side. Now trying to get the edge with a stiff arm staying in bounds is number 20. That is Luca Perez. A tough run to the edge by Perez. Once again being the aggressor. There might have been a flag, though, on the play over on the far side. This is going to be against Post.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, they're going to get I don't know if he's calling sideline warning again or what he's calling.
What's the deal with sideline warnings tonight?
Well, it's because Post sideline's only about 5 yards wide. It's pretty small. No track or anything here, so you're really right on the field. So I'm not sure what.
We'll check the penalty flag as the white hat and the side judge you're talking about it. It would have been a first down run.
13-yard run.
That was a good run by Perez. Tell you what, Chance, these ball carriers for Post tough to get to the ground.
For sure.
And it is a sideline warning against Post, and this time they've already been warned, so they will be flagged for it.
So it's just a 5 yard?
sideline interference called against the Antelopes.
But then they're going to give them a first down.
I guess it's after, so they get the first down, and it's only a 5 yard. I'm confused, but okay.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but it'll be first down and 10 for Post.
Because there's only a 13
out to the 47-yard line.
I guess it's just a 5 yard penalty.
In the gun is Garcia, takes the snap, hands the ball off to guess who? Number 5, their workhorse, out across the 45-yard line, and then a push back by a host of white jerseys after a gain of about 5 yards. And it'll be second down.
That's a pretty generous spot.
From the 43-yard line, it'll be second down coming up here for Post. Second down and about 5 as the clock rolls inside of 8:50 to play here in the third. 21-0, the Bold Gold lead.
Trips to the near side, but I'm going to see a heavy dose of number 5, I bet.
In the gun is Garcia. He is going to throw, rolls left, being chased by Harkey, and he throws it high and wide of his intended target, out of bounds, intended for Max Cole, and it will be third down. I'm with you, Chance. I don't know why. Up 3 scores and the way they've been able to run the ball, I'm not exactly sure.
Well, and they stopped the clock there too.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why Post is not keeping the ball on the ground, up 3 scores. I'll take it, though. 3rd and 5. Coming up here, if you can get a stop, Chance, near the line of scrimmage or a loss, you might could force a punt here by the Bold Gold, leading by 21.
Yeah, if they get 2 or 3 up the middle, Ty, they're likely going to go for it. They kind of put another guy in the backfield to look for possibly a lead going to that far side.
In the gun is Landon Garcia. He takes the snap. He hands it off right up the middle, turning it up, making a move, and it's going to be a foot race to the end zone, to the outside, down the sideline. A flag does come in from behind as Daniel Young, the ball carrier, his first carry of the night, but this one may be coming back. That was a late flag, Chance. But it is going to be on the offense. Chance, that's going to be one of those holding penalties that just makes a coach pull their hair out because it was so far away from the play that it really didn't affect the play any. But it is going to back Post up here.
Yeah, spot foul.
Well, but then it's not a hold.
Yeah. I guess they're going to say it was behind the play, so. Maybe it's not going to be a spot foul.
Holding is the call.
I am so confused.
Yes.
I guess that's what it's going to be, but it's still going to be a first down to the Abernathy 40-yard line. First down and 10. 8:22 left to play here in the third quarter. In the shotgun is Garcia. Couple of different guys in the backfield. The handoff goes to number 5, though, Chance, and he's off to the races. Randon Curtis again takes it inside the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone across the 20 down to the 17-yard line, a gain of 23 yards. Chance, he hit the hole behind the left tackle and hit it with some power and got his head downhill and picks up 23 yards and another Bold Gold first down. All the way down to the 17-yard line with 7:45 to play here in the ball game, or in the third quarter. Excuse me.
He's got just at 170 yards rushing on the night, Ty.
In the gun is Garcia, another handoff to number 5. He ran into his own guy, and that slowed him down enough for the Antelope defense to recover. As you have Malachi Walters there along with Ryan Hillis for the Antelopes.
Still a gain of 2. Almost 3, it looks like.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bold Gold as we go inside of 7 minutes to play now in this third quarter.
The cheerleader said it right there, Todd, like a takeaway.
Absolutely.
and Jacob Rodriguez punched that ball out.
Punch it out. Screen pass to the near side.
the
Chance
ground.
they scored on that play earlier, but that one skips into number 2, Draven Gonzalez. What happened behind the play?
It looked like Stafford and one of the post Bold Goals Antelopes were kind of tangled up, and you can tell by Stafford's jersey, he was holding on to him. He almost took his jersey off of him, but the Bold Gold Antelope is still laying on the field.
As way back behind the play with 6:32 left here in the third quarter. Ball's going to be spotted at the 14-yard line, but we do have an injured Bold Gold player out there, so we'll take a timeout as well.
He's getting up.
You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football.
At JC's Refrigeration, there's no job too big or too small for our professionals to handle. We offer a full scale of HVAC services for your home or business, and you'll always be greeted with a smile. Located at 1606 North University Avenue in Lubbock. We are locally owned and are proud to support our Abernathy Lady Lopes and Antelopes. Next time you have an HVAC need or a project, give JC's a call at 806-744-9855.
And welcome back. The injured post Antelope appears to be okay. It'll be third down. Looking to throw is Garcia on third down towards the end zone. Jump ball picked off by Dre Minfield, and then he fumbled it. And so we'll see what the official calls here. I don't know if this is going to be a pick and a fumble or an incomplete pass. I think they might have called it an incomplete pass.
No, they're saying interception. I think he recovered it in the end zone.
As that is right. The Antelopes with their first takeaway of the night. As number 1, Dre Minfield picks off the desperation pass in the end zone. It is a touchback. And so that post turns it over for the first time tonight. And that'll give Abernathy some breathing room out to the 20-yard line on the touchback. Finally got something good to happen, Chance, on the defensive side of the ball.
It definitely does, Ty, and it gives you some momentum right there. And maybe a little bit of hope right here. With 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, you're still down by 21, so time is not in your favor.
That takeaway brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions. As Jagger Wiley back out there to take the snap at QB1. There's the snap. He rolls near side, looking to throw to the sideline. He's got his boy Bird. Quick 5-yard pattern, and he's out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Antelopes.
That was not a good spot.
I thought it was close. There, he might got it. They may have given him 4, but I thought it was more like 5 or 6. As we near the midway point of this third quarter. Wiley to take the snap over here to the near side is Minfield. And the toss goes out to Malachi to the right. And Malachi Walters cannot get the edge. And right now, Chance, you're just seeing the speed on both sides of the ball of post really win the battle.
They're coming downhill. You know, they're kind of keeping contained on the outside with the linemen up front, and then their linebackers and safeties are coming downhill in a hurry. 3rd and long.
As Malachi does pick up a yard, maybe 2, it'll be 3rd down. Here for Abernathy, 5:50 left to play here in this third quarter.
Kind of got a mismatch over here with Minfield and number 13 from post. If you can get a jump ball and it's single coverage and there's no help on the backside, but they're going to bring pressure.
As stepping up in the pocket, looking to throw. Wiley saw it too, but he underthrows the pass, and it is intercepted. His post going to take it right back as Max Cole near midfield picks off the Jagger Wiley pass. And maybe got a little too much air under that pass, and it is going to be first down for the Bold Gold Antelopes.
Yeah, but we had the right idea right there. He kind of goes with a pump fake, and Cole comes up on it. He's able to try to recover, and you had him beat, but Wiley's not able to get that pass over the top and comes up with the interception. So
just the second pick of the year, Chance, for Jagger Wiley.
He threw one.
Oh, that's right. Second tonight, yeah.
Second tonight, but only the 3rd overall, which is decent, but he did miss a couple games, but definitely, like you said, a more formidable foe that we're facing here in post, too.
Back on the field, the post offense. Handoff goes
he just pulled
to
down
number 5. As there's a flag coming in. Maybe that's where they saw it, Chance. We'll see if that was the flag. It's going to be late, but it is going to be a hold regardless here on post.
Be a holder or a block in the back, one of the two. And it's funny because the Post fans are upset about some of the flags.
Holding against the Antelopes.
This is going to be your traditional one, Ty. So it's going to back them up.
So a 10-yard penalty will back up the Bold Gold to the 45-yard line.
It's only a 7-yard. I don't know how that works, but I guess they're calling it behind the play again.
I don't know. I'm just going to move on, Chance.
That's all right.
1st and 17. Landon Garcia, the snap,
got him up front. That's a good job right there. Looks like Harkey was able to wrap him up.
Good defensive play there by Luke Harkey. Tell you what, Curtis was the ball carrier that time, Chance. He does it every time, so you kind of get used to it. But Landon Garcia has a pretty good little fake when he takes the snap. But when you do it every time, it kind of loses its
aura.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that. And it'll be 2nd down and long here for Post. 4:50 left to play in the third quarter. 21-0 Post. That was our score at the half.
Trips to the near side. 2nd and 17. We'll see if they put it in the air.
And they will. Garcia to throw. Has all day to throw. It's almost picked, almost caught, and then it is incomplete.
Man, Gio made a good read right there. He came up and was kind of getting Curtis out of the backfield, and he saw that he was going to go behind him, and he broke back towards the ball, and, man, he was just inches away from having an interception right there, Ty. I'll tell you what, for not playing much of varsity ball this year, he's kind of got a knack for being in the right place at the right time.
4:32 left to play here in this third. It's going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd and 17 here for the Bold Gold.
Yeah, but if you can get them on a – what is going on right now? Okay. Trips to the near side again.
Maybe a throwing down here for Garcia. Empty backfield. Being chased. Now, that's not a good throw, and he throws it out of bounds. That one got away from Garcia, Chance.
I think he felt the pressure there.
And, forced by the pressure, and Abernathy gets off the field. It's a defensive stand brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions, and it will be a punting situation for the Bold Gold. The score remains 21-0, but Chance, it was that penalty early in the set of downs there that kind of set Post back, and when they were forced to throw, it kind of spelled success for the Antelope defense.
Yeah, I put you in a good situation for sure, Ty. I think there's some things that are just going your way. You're just going to have to capitalize on the offensive side.
A bad snap, but going up to get it. That is a great play, Chance, by the Post punter. Because he got away a great kick that is going to take a post bounce inside the 10, Chance. That ball looked like it was going to fly over the head of the punter, and Abernathy would have gotten the ball back inside the 20-yard line instead. The post punter goes up high to get it and gets away a booming punt that takes a post bounce, and Abernathy's backed up inside their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, it goes all the way to the 10-yard line, Ty. Eddie Perez was a little upset on this side. He thought he was going to be able to get there to block it. He was just inches short away from it.
I don't know how that ball didn't get over his head.
I know. My arms aren't long enough. I wouldn't be able to catch that one time.
That definitely would have been over your. That would have been over your head for sure, Chance.
It'd have been over there in the street.
4:11 left to play here in the third quarter. And the Antelopes will take over. Bird with the sleeve on the left arm to take the snap. Hands the ball off. And a couple of yards out across the 10-yard line.
From Mr. Malachi Walters.
I will give it a chance. Malachi is running the ball hard tonight. He's playing with that effort.
Malachi Walters with the carry.
So is Caden Bird. You wish you could multiply that and have it all over the field at times.
Yeah. Now you're not even at 100 yards rushing so far here tonight, Ty. You're just at 91.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 here for the Antelopes. In the gun is Wiley. Rolls to the near side, and it was actually Bird that ends up with the ball, and he runs to the near side. And Chance, I will credit the post defense. They've, for the most part, contain Bird. They've given up some yards to him, but they've been able to keep him from breaking a big one.
Yeah, he's got 62 yards tied. He just has the two big runs, one for 19, one for about 21. But for the most part, they've been able to contain him. But put you at 3rd and long here.
Keegan Smith. And it's 3rd down.
As in the gun, Wiley, empty backfield, looking to throw a quick slant, and it hits number 3. That is Darian Duval in the hands, and he can't hang on.
Yeah, I think he was just getting into his break time. He wasn't expecting the ball to be on him that quick, but there was some pressure, and Wiley had to put it on him. So decent throw. I think Duval wasn't ready for it. Another punt.
As Abernathy has just not gotten any rhythm chance since early on the offensive side.
You've done your job on the defensive side so far in the second half. You're just not able to get it. They're going to bring pressure off that far side.
Yes, they are. And it's a bad snap, and it's partially blocked, and it's a bad kick, but it does take an Abernathy bounce.
He's going to pick it up.
Scooped up at the 48-yard line, trying to run it back, and now misdirect, making a spin. You never run backwards, Chance, and number 2, that is Draven Gonzalez, does that, and very little on the return. As luckily you got a good bounce there, Chance, because Post brought the house and got a hand on it, I think. But it'll be 1st down for Post, and they'll start in plus territory.
To the 44-yard line.
Let's see if the defense can step up again here, Ty.
They'll start at the 44-yard line of the Abernathy Antelopes with 2:36 to play here in the 3rd. Post continuing to lead Abernathy 21-0.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to. They did some more passing in the last series, Ty. I don't expect them to do that here.
And that's because they got backed up because of the penalty.
Yeah.
In the shotgun, there's the snap handoff to
Get him, Harkey.
Number 5, Randon Curtis again, and he gets the edge. That's another 15 yards for Curtis and another Post 1st down.
And that's good enough for another bowl goal. 1st down.
And that puts him at just shy of 200 yards rushing, Ty. He's at about 190 so far.
He's been a workhorse tonight, an impressive performance by him.
Yep, and he has 25 carries.
From the 30-yard line, 1st down and 10. In the shotgun, there's the snap. There is another handoff.
A tackle right there, Gio Soto. Man.
Yep, absolutely. He flies in there. He's not the biggest cat, Chance, but he made a nice play there. Like to see the effort on the defensive side from Soto. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yep, he's not a big guy, but he uses all of it to make plays happen, Ty.
As we go inside of 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd, Abernathy still being shut out 21-0. Post on the move again.
I'm going to say they're going to do that 15 underneath. Nope.
As it goes to guess who? Randon Curtis, who runs it up the middle, breaks it out wide. And maybe a little bit of a late hit out of bounds, Chance, but when you hadn't gotten the calls on that on this other side, that flag better not fly. And it is still another 1st down run, though, for Randon Curtis.
Yep. Looks like he's going to put him down up to 12, so it's about an 11-yard run right there. On first
inside the South Plains Auto Ranch red zone.
That puts him over 200 yards rushing on the night.
As Post looking for probably what would be the back-breaking score, Chance.
Yeah, it's kind of a flip of the script here, Ty, from the team that we saw last week.
Handoff again to Curtis. And he is going to just bulldoze his way. Well, I thought he was going to get into the end zone. A late effort. Oh, yeah, he did. That is a touchdown for Randon Curtis, 13 yards out. Abernathy, a defender there right at the goal line, tried to pull him backwards, but he gets that ball out across the plane, and it's 27-0. And the highlight reel evening for Randon Curtis continues.
Yeah, Ty, that puts him at about 215 yards.
The PAT is up, and it is good. And with 94 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, it's all Post as they lead 28-0. We'll take a timeout and come back as you're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football.
Lasso Electric and Abernathy is locally owned and operated. Although they specialize in agricultural projects, they can also handle your residential needs as well. Whether your project is big or small, they have the expertise to handle the job. If you're in need of a licensed electrician, give Daryl Scarborough a call today at 806-559-7058. Lasso Electric wishes the Lopes and Lady Lopes good luck this season.
Welcome back here inside Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium tonight in Post. It's been a tough night for the Maroon and White. They trail Post 28-0 with 94 seconds left here in the third quarter. Chance, it's a 21-point second quarter and a touchdown here in the third, spelling the scoring. And it's been in large part the performance by the Post running back, Randon Curtis, who's nearing 30 carries, and he has over 200 yards rushing.
Yeah, 217 yards, tied, 2 touchdowns.
First State Bank kickoff is end over end, returnable from the 20-yard line. As bringing it back to the near side is Malachi Walters to the 30, and then he is hit out of bounds. He should have sold it and went down there, and he might have gotten a flag. But
he's a good kid, though. He threw a kid off him and turns down and puts his hand down. It's like, I'll help you out, buddy.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. As Malachi has definitely played with maximum effort tonight for the Antelopes. Just everything's been hard to come by tonight offensively.
For sure, Ty. You know, they have 257 yards rushing alone, and you're barely not even at 100. You're at 93, so that kind of tells you how the line of scrimmage has been dominated.
In the gun is Wiley, takes the snap, hands the ball off. And there's a host of white or black jerseys there as he crosses the 30.
Gain of about 3.
Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Walters, another tough run, Chance. He's not an easy kid to bring down. And it'll be 2nd and 7. As we're under a minute to play now here in this third quarter. Wiley is in the gun. Hands the ball off again to Malachi, and another tough run as Malachi carrying black jerseys across the 35-yard line to the 36. It's just a gain of about 4, Chance, but he was carrying tacklers from about the line of scrimmage.
You're not going to get Malachi down with one guy.
Vicente Hernandez, the stop. It'll be 3rd down in a long 3, short 4 here for the Bold Gold. Defense against this Abernathy offense.
Trying to see if I can get a scoreboard update here, Ty. New Home jumped all over Olton. It's 41-14 in the third quarter.
At the end of the third
New
quarter,
Deal is up 55-0 going into the fourth quarter there.
28.
And that is the end of the third quarter tonight, 28-0. Post on top. We're back for the final 12 on the other side of the break. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope Football. Abel Funeral Home and Flower Shops have served families in Abernathy and the South Plains for many years. Todd, Jackson, and the team at the funeral home will handle all of your funeral planning needs with sensitivity and compassion, while the fine folks at the flower shop can help you with all of your flower and gift needs. They are family owned and operated and are proud to be members of the Abernathy community. Come see us today near 16th Street and Avenue D, or give us a call today. Go Lopes.
Located in the heart of the community, Abernathy's First Baptist Church is ready to welcome you to their family. Our pastor is Damon Pierce, and our youth pastor is Bailey Hare. We meet at 9:30 for Sunday school and 10:45 for worship, and we have a wide variety of children's, youth, and adult activities beginning at 6 on Wednesday nights. At Abernathy's First Baptist Church, we strive to love God, love people, and tell the world. We are praying the Lopes and Lady Lopes have a tremendous season.
That was 4th down.
As welcome back here to Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium out of the timeout to begin this quarter. A tough Malachi Walters run, and it's a 1st down for the Antelopes out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Another First Baptist Church Antelope 1st down to keep this opening drive of the 4th quarter alive. And a fresh set of downs as Jagger Wiley is in the gun.
We got twins to the near side.
2 receivers over here. And the handoff goes to Malachi. There's a big hole. Walters one man to beat. 35-30. He's inside the 25. Still on his feet. Into the South Plains Auto red zone. South Plains Auto Ranch red zone. That's the effort you need. Malachi Walters carrying tacklers for a first down.
Yeah, that's a good hard run right there by Malachi. Man, that's
way to go, kid.
Whew.
First and 10.
And it is first down and 10 for the Antelopes inside the red zone all the way down at the 16-yard line. Down 4 scores, Chance. You love to see that effort.
Yeah, that's a good hard run right there. It's almost just over. Oh, man. By Malachi, I mean, he just kept his legs churning and chugging, Ty. He's not giving up this game.
Now Zero's going to take the snap, and he fakes the handoff. Bird's going to keep it, and Bird slips up the middle for a couple down close to the 10-yard line. And now they're going to stop the clock for some reason here.
Post Antelope, his helmet came off.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I saw one, but I couldn't tell whose it was at first.
You got to come out of the game if that's the case. The clock has been wound again. 10:35 to go in the third, or in the fourth, excuse me. Abernathy's got it down at the 12-yard line. Chance would love to sound the alarm here and break up a shutout. There's Bird to take the snap again. And Bird fakes the handoff and keeps it to the right side. Not much there.
Maybe a gain of 1.
And it'll be third down. I've been impressed with the defensive performance, Chance, that Post has put together on Bird.
Yep.
As you've got a kid that has just run all over people the last couple of weeks, but again, you're playing a higher caliber defense, and they've been able to kind of put a spy on him and contain him.
Scouted very well for sure, and they kind of are probably telling him, hey, if Zero enters the backfield, he's probably going to get the ball, 90% chance.
And if he doesn't, we'll take whatever else comes. Don't let him break one.
Yeah.
Now Wiley to take the snap in the gun. A bunch formation, and there's a timeout taken from the Antelope sideline before the snap. And we will take it as well. You're listening to Abernathy Antelope football. Buying a car can be daunting, but not if you let your friends at the South Plains Auto Ranch help you with the process. Offering great deals and in-house financing on used cars, Austin and his team need to be your first call when you are looking for a new ride. Come see us on the south end of town today or give us a call at 806-298-2200. South Plains Auto Ranch is a proud supporter of the Antelopes and Lady Lopes and wish them the best of luck. Don't argue with me, Chance Rocha, as we welcome you back to Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium here outside the timeout. Chance and I have to put our heads together to do math.
Well, I was trying to think of where the line of scrimmage was. I was excited. I thought Malachi was going to break it. So
9:30 left to go. Handoff goes to Malachi.
He's just bouncing off guys.
To the left side, another helmet comes off.
Flag.
And a flag comes in. Maybe it was a face mask that pulled the helmet
Malachi's
off.
Helmet. Yep, they're calling face mask.
Maybe what it takes to get a flag on them tonight, Chance.
Yeah, it's about a 2-yard gain right there by Walters, but it's going to be half the distance probably after that face mask.
$9:23 left to play here in the ball game.
Sorry. We were struggling. Some cables were tangled up. Ty couldn't stand up. It was interesting as we're in the stands here in Post.
Quite the sight, I'm sure. Oh, man, it's first down and goal to go for the Antelopes after the penalty. As Abernathy trying to punch it in and break up the shutout. Now Chance, my foot's asleep. Oh, man.
Stafford's in the backfield.
As Stafford takes his first handoff of the night. And he pushes his way, being pushed from behind. The ball's on the ground, and Post has it in the end zone.
Not sure how that happened, but Stafford does have that cast on his left hand. So interesting that they went with the handoff to him.
And Chance.
Just as you're about to punch it in.
The Jacob Rodriguez punch, unfortunately, it's for Post. And it's still a shutout intact as An impressive drive by the Antelopes, halted by the turnover. And that'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Bold Gold, with a 9:06 left to go tonight in the ball game. There's the snap, there's the handoff, but there's a timeout first taken by Abernathy on defense. And so we will take it as well.
When it comes to insuring your home, car, farm, or anything in between, you want a friendly face that you can trust. And you'll find that at Clark Riley Insurance in Abernathy. They offer a variety of insurance options, no matter how big or small, and they'll treat you like family throughout the process. They've been in the business for many years and have the expertise to get you the insurance you need at an affordable price. Give them a call today at 298-2591. Clark Riley Insurance is a proud supporter of the Lady Lopes and Antelopes.
And welcome back. 9:05 left to play here in the ball game tonight. Chance and Post has it. First and 10 from the 20 after recovering that Abernathy fumble in the end zone.
Yeah, score update. The running clock looks like in New Deal. They're up 62-0 on Floyd Data. New Holland's still up 41-14 on the Olton Mustangs. So that's kind of jumped out a little bit. It's 28-7 against Sunray, and Panhandle still putting it on Spearman 61-6.
9:05 left here. Post on top 28-0. As the handoff coming near side, Randon Curtis breaks a couple of tackles. Now misdirects as a flag flies.
Backside over here between. That's the second time Stafford's kind of got tangled up in the backfield.
As near the 30-yard line, it was another tough run by Randon Curtis, but this one may be coming back.
Yeah, I think it is going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be against Abernathy, if it's going to be against Post, but I think they're going to go offsetting on both of them. But I said it earlier, Ty, when you kind of let them play chippy and those kind of things happen, this is where you're going to have some of those penalties where you don't know who to call it on.
Is waiting for they're talking to Wiley, Chance, and so that makes me think it might be against Post here. Maybe asking him what he wants to do. He's also going over to talk to the Post head coach as well, though.
Yeah. So I guess they're going to give them the yardage.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be either a hold or
Holding against the Antelope.
unsportsmanlike. I think it's going to be the other one. No, maybe not. I guess they're just going to go with the hold. Man, that was a lot to sort out just for a holding call.
A 10-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 20. And that'll back the ball up to about the 10-yard line. .850, the clock rolling here in the ball game.
Watch the pass play.
Landon Garcia in the gun, fakes the handoff, looking to throw it deep. Has a receiver behind the defense as getting behind Minfield. This is a big play for Post down the middle of the field as fighting for yards inside the 30, Chance. That is a 64-yard completion to Gonzalez, and he just got a step on Minfield, and Garcia put it on a dime.
Yeah, he put it right on him. I mean, Minfield was maybe a step and a half behind him, but Landon Garcia put it right on the money in stride, and Draven was able to kind of outrun Minfield for a few extra yards, and they take him down.
That was a high-level play right there.
Yeah, it was. Well, and I kind of felt it coming there, Ty, when they kind of lulled you in there, some momentum, big penalty, and you're expecting them to probably just run the ball to keep the clock running, and they hit you with the pass over the top.
Interference called against Abernathy.
Them sideline interferences tonight are going to be the death of me.
So it's going to put you another. So that gives them, I guess, 5 extra yards.
And both teams have had their warning, so it's a penalty every time. 8:32 to go in the game. Post driving again. Bunch formation with Garcia in the gun. Bad snap. He goes down to get it.
Oh, and they're going to get a flag on that
Yep. That's not a good call, though, Chance, because the quarterback, Garcia, had gone to a knee himself to take the snap, and then the defender comes flying in there just trying to make a play. He didn't know that had happened.
Yep.
And so I think the white hat going to correct it here, maybe. Well.
Yep.
Personal foul.
Yep.
Necessary roughness called against Abernathy.
Yep. I don't know that I agree with that call, but it is going to go against the Antelopes, a 15-yarder.
I think it's just the fact that it was the quarterback tie, and they do everything they can to protect the quarterback. But
it looked worse than it was, for sure. And it
did.
wasn't anything malicious.
He was just coming in to make a play, and he slowed up, but he still made contact. So
with the head, and they're going to call that. 8:20 after the penalty yardage is marked off. In the gun is Landon Garcia. Takes the snap, hand off to the middle, and then bounces it wide. Can't contain. It goes on the handoff down inside the 10-yard line. A gain of 7 more yards, Chance.
Brandon Curtis on the carry.
As a guess who? Brandon Curtis again, the ball carrier.
No way.
Second down.
As we go inside of 7:45 left, and Post looking to punch it in again and make this a 5-score game.
Yeah, he'll have about 30 carries after this one tied. He is just shy of 250 yards rushing.
There it is. Hand off to Curtis into the end zone from 4 yards out.
Brandon Curtis.
And it's a Post touchdown.
He gets the hat trick tie. 3 touchdowns for Curtis tonight.
And it is 34-0. With 7:26 to go. Couple penalties aid that drive, but another impressive drive by the Bold Gold. And the PAT is up and almost blocked, but gets through the uprights, and it's good. 35-0 Post with 7:26 left. We'll take a timeout and come back. You're listening to Abernathy Football.
Rooted Bible is your local faith-based salon that is rooted in Christ and built on community. A fresh, peaceful space for everyday hair, confidence, and connection. Whether it's a kid's cut, a men's trim, or a full highlight, stylist Hannah Rocha and Sierra Contreras can take care of you. With a heart for people and a passion for purpose, they are proud to serve the community of Abernathy and West Texas. You can find them on Facebook or stop by and see them at 203 Avenue D in Abernathy to schedule your next appointment.
As welcome back to Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium. In Post, 35-0, the Bold Gold all over the Antelopes of Abernathy here tonight, Chance, in the regular season finale. Abernathy staring a 4th seed heading into the playoffs next week in a likely matchup with the West Texas Tenet Comanches at Hereford on Friday night. End-over-end kick, the first 8-bank kickoff is returnable by Malachi. He stumbles.
Oh, they're going to say he was down?
I don't know that his knee hit the ground, but...
Okay. Score update tie. Stinnett 28, Sunray 14. Sunray's not giving up too easy, but Stinnett still leads by 2 scores. Panhandle over Spearman, 61-6. It's still in the 3rd quarter there.
Tell you what, Panhandle's a 2 seed I wouldn't want to play.
I don't think anybody in the state wants to play them or Ozona. Ozona's up on Cristobal 60-0. And Ozona's running back's he's had about 3,000 yards rushing this year.
I call bluff on that one, though. Ozona don't play nobody.
I mean, play nobody or not, their running back.
Their running back is impressive for sure.
Well, I guess when you get 31 carries too, it's kind of hard not to get 300-something yards probably. But hey, still got to run them.
As a handoff coming back the other way for the Antelopes, not much doing.
It's Aiden Billy Rao, I believe, on the handoff there.
As we're going to go inside of 7 minutes before the next snap.
Tackle made by Daniel Carroll for no gain. Second down.
35-zip. It's been a dominant performance tonight, Chance, by the Bold Gold.
Dominant performance. They got 126 yards passing, 267 yards rushing, and they're led by Landon Curtis. He has 227 yards of those and 3 touchdowns.
Abernathy has not had an answer on defense. In the gun is Wiley, takes the snap, hands it off, and fighting for a few yards at the line of scrimmage. As Villarreal again gets the carry.
Tackle made on the play by Mauricio Martinez.
Martinez the stop, and it's going to be 3rd and 7. Just 2 yards for Villarreal on the carry. As we near 6 minutes to go. In the shotgun, Wiley, empty backfield, steps up, looking to throw, underthrown again, and that's good help defense. And it is picked off again by Alec Garcia, number 1. And another Abernathy turnover, 3rd interception of the night.
Yeah, it's a hat trick of that you don't want to have if you're a quarterback. That's 3 interceptions for Jagger Wiley, who only had 1 coming into the ballgame.
Been impressed with the defense tonight, Chance. One of the, if not the best defense you've probably faced all year long.
Yeah, and then like you said right there, a little bit underthrown. There was some pressure coming off the edge for Post and Luca Perez, and he may have got there and hit the arm of Wiley and caused a little bit of that underthrown ball, but that's a good job by Post by being there with that help defense with the safety coming over.
And yeah, Chance, you're really just trying to make something happen there if you're Wiley, as you're not having success running the football, so you're trying to air one out, and Post coverage in the secondary tonight's been solid as well. Hand off to Randon Curtis, and there goes Curtis. Villarreal chases him down from behind.
I don't know how they're okay. They're going to say that was a horse collar.
They're going to call a horse collar on Villarreal, pulling him down from behind. Add 15 to the end of a probably 14-yard run, 13 or 14 yards.
And, you know, I understand where they're coming from a little bit there, Ty. But it's hard for Villarreal not to pull him down that way when he's getting stiff-armed and he's having to grab the pads just to hang on to the player. And so it didn't look like it was a horse collar, but he did have a hold of those pads, and he pulled him down, and it did not look pretty.
And the way it looked, you're probably going to get that flag every time.
This is just me. If I was the Post coaching staff, why is Randon Curtis still in the ballgame?
That's a valid point.
I mean,
because you're going to need him against Panhandle. You're going to need everything against Panhandle.
Yep.
So we go 5:48 left to go. I'm also still kind of.
They're arguing the call for some reason. I don't know what's happening here.
I'm also still a little bit wondering why we're not having a running clock in this situation either.
I think that's probably home team discretion, I would assume.
I guess so, and they like to run up the score if they can.
There are multiple fouls on the play.
Personal foul.
There's the horse collar against Abernathy.
Declined.
That's declined, so the other one's against Abernathy too.
Oh, that's the horse collar.
So there was a personal foul of some other sort
The horse collar.
on Abernathy, and they'll accept the 15-yard horse collar.
Automatic ball goal.
Why is
First
it?
down.
I don't understand why that's half the distance, but.
It shouldn't be. It should be a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, I guess they're saying after the run, he was inside the 20.
Oh, that might be right, because it's from the end of the play.
Yep. Makes sense now. Doesn't make sense, but makes sense.
Post looking to tack on to a already big lead here. Chance with 5:48 to play. It's 35-0 Bold Gold.
They got the backups in there now, Ty.
Yep, finally they heard you, I guess. And there's a good push up front defensively by some white jerseys in the middle, and that'll run the clock inside of 5:30 to play.
I think that was number 23 that got the carry there for a Post.
Isaiah Moreno.
So I would expect Chance, Post, and Panhandle,
Second down.
they'll probably play somewhere in the Tulia vicinity maybe. And maybe it was going to be Tulia either way, and maybe they just needed to get a field reserved, but Tulia would be more halfway between Panhandle and Post than it would be Panhandle and Abernathy.
Yeah, well, I'll have to say, regardless, I'm just glad we're not playing Panhandle.
As Segura, who we expected to maybe get the start tonight, Chance, to take the snap. Hands it to number 23, Isaiah Moreno.
Moreno with the carry once again.
And he takes it down to about the 7-yard line, picks up 2.
Third down.
And it will be third down. They can still get a first down here. Right down near the goal line. Excuse me.
One of those nights, Ty. One of those nights.
As we're going to go down near 4 minutes to play. Segura in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it around the right edge. Good pursuit by the Antelopes. Number 33, Zephaniah Torres, one of the first ones there for Abernathy. As we go under 4 to play. It'll be fourth down. Let's see what Chance Post chooses to do. Fourth down from the 5-yard line. Again, I think they can still get a first down right down near the 1.
I think they're going to call an injury timeout. Looks like there's a Abernathy Antelope that's having a slow time to get up, and so I think they're going to take an official timeout for.
And we will take one more timeout tonight, Chance, and thank Code 3. We hadn't got to sound the alarm any tonight, but Code 3, one of our title sponsors and our touchdown sponsors. So let's go to a break right quick. Something new has taken Abernathy by storm. Code 3 Soda Shop and Meat Market is locally owned by first responders and offers fresh salad and deli options for lunch or dinner. Any drink combination under the sun and the freshest beef around. We are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and are ready to serve you. We are a faith and family first business and are proud supporters of our Antelopes and Lady Lopes, as well as a title sponsor on this broadcast. Come see us in the Red Barn on the north end of town. As out of the timeout, Chance, a 17-yard field goal try is up, and it is good. And with 3:40 to go in the ball game, Post working on their special teams, and they add 3 to their lead. It is now 38-0 in favor of the Bold Gold. And Chance, I don't blame them for trying that and working on that, because there could be a situation in the playoffs where you need to get 3, and Post proves right there that they can. Another First State Bank kickoff coming up here as Post will kick it right to left, and they'll tee it up from the 40. It's been a tough night for the Abernathy Antelopes here on the road, Chance, in the regular season finale. A week after putting up 70 on the Olton Mustangs, they have been shut out here tonight in Post.
You got Bird, Villarreal, and looks like Cutter Johnson back deep to receive.
End over end kick, and nobody comes up to field it, and finally Abernathy gets it at the 17-yard line as running it back, I believe, Chance, that was Cutter Johnson.
Yep.
And he is hit shy of the 20 by a yard or two, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Antelopes.
25-yard line. First and 10, Abernathy.
.334 to go. Handoff goes to the middle for a yard or two. And that'll probably take us inside of 3 minutes.
Did that go to Aiden?
Do what?
I think that was Aiden, wasn't it?
Oh, Aiden, yes. I believe you're right.
I couldn't see.
Under 3 to play. Gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9. In the gun is Wiley. Takes the snap. Handoff. Goes again to the
Oh, they're not going to call number 72 for dancing right there?
left side. That is Villarreal again, the ball carrier. Got Another yard. Can't get them one at a time at this rate, Chance. 3rd down and 8.
Third down.
So we go inside of 2:30 to play as we near the 2-minute warning. As on 3rd and 8, Wiley in the gun. Wiley takes the snap, tosses it to the near side. Trying to cut it up is Malachi. Is that Malachi or was that Aiden again? Aiden again, the ball carrier out near the 30-yard line. Got 3 or 4, but going to be well short of a first down.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And we've got a timeout chance. A 2-minute warning timeout gives us a chance to thank our sponsors one more time. The Junkin Farmers Market, MZJ Variety Shop in Shallowater, Hill Vet, WTX Diesel, Rural Roots and Medical Clinic, and the Farmers Cooperative Compress of Plainview, all proud supporters of the Antelopes. $1:58 left in this one, 38-0, our score. Unfortunately, Chance, the battle for Antelope supremacy tonight leaning the way of the home team.
Yep, and you wanted to come out here and give some fight. You knew Post was going to be a tough draw. They were a 7-point favorite, but they came out here and just kind of handled the line of scrimmage, controlled the clock, controlled the run game, and kind of put it on you here, Ty. It started off early, and you were hoping to come back in the second half, but came out flat and did some good things on defense, but weren't able to kind of convert that into some offense, and they put it on you big here tonight in Post. As you punt it away with 1:58 to go.
As Torres puts his foot into it, it's a spiraling punt that bounces inside the 40 and out of bounds at the
Goes out of bounds.
There's a 45.
About the 37-yard
37-yard line.
It'll be a bold goal. First down.
So probably victory formation or nearing that here for the Bold Gold, and this one will be in the books. End off up the middle. Tough run there by Moreno again out to the 45-yard line. And a gain of 8. Torres makes the stop. No calling off the dogs here for Post. Another gain of 8 as we go inside of 90 seconds left here in the game.
Yeah, they're still controlling the line of scrimmage, Ty.
Got a tough task awaiting them next week.
They do. Both of these teams.
And so do we. As another handoff to the middle. Moreno again takes it out near midfield for another Bold Gold. First down. And now maybe they'll take a knee. Couple knees and this one could be over.
It is.
As right at midfield.
Yep, looks like they're going to go in a victory formation time.
Chance they'll have to snap it one more time after this one, and this one will be in the books. There's the snap, there's the knee, and actually they will not have to snap it again. That will be the ball game as tonight the Abernathy Antelopes come up on the short end of the stick against the Post Antelopes 38-0.
Yeah, 38-0 here, tied. They kind of, like I said, handled the line of scrimmage. They rushed for 300 yards. They passed for 126. 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns for Garcia, and the Abernathy Antelopes rushed for 165, led by Walters with 104, and Jagger Wiley threw for 80, but he had the 3 tough interceptions tonight. And Post kind of gave you all you could handle and some.
Randon Curtis, over 30 carries and over 200 yards rushing. He's the workhorse tonight and the player of the game for Post for sure, Chance. And as we enter into the West Texas Brick and Stone post-game show, you've got to pick an MC Master Roofing and Construction player of the game, and I think my vote is going to go to number 20, Malachi Walters. Is just love the effort that he ran with tonight. Obviously, not just crazy jumping off the page stat numbers. And when you lose a game 38-0, you're not going to have a lot of that. But I did appreciate the effort that Malachi Walters, the senior, he ran with tonight, and he was a tough antelope to bring down.
He was a tough antelope to bring down, Ty. He led you with 16 carries, 104 yards, and
so he did break 100. Yep.
He did break 100, but he just the effort he gave all the way till the last whistle. Essentially, he got pulled out right there at the end when there was just under 2 minutes left on defense, and he just played with a lot of heart here tonight, Ty. And some physicality that you're going to need, and you're going to have to kind of lick your wounds and get prepared because you're going to face a tough West Texas Sonnet team, and let's see if we can get a score update on that one.
That game we think will be Friday night in Hereford, a rematch of last year's by-district contest, as Abernathy will enter that ball game, Chance, as the 4 seed, while the West Texas Stinnett Comanches will come in as the 1 seed out of that district from the Panhandle.
Yeah, and their score will probably hold. They're up 36-14 now, kind of gaining some traction against a Sunray team that you're familiar with. You beat early on in the season, 20-16. That Sunray team, though, has only won 1 ball game, and that was against Sanford Fritch a couple of weeks back for them. So Sonnett's going to stay undefeated. They're going to match you up in Hereford, and if you want to keep playing football, you're going to have to figure some things out this week and go match up against the West Texas Sonnet Chieftains. Or
Comanches. Chieftains, Comanches.
They're
both Indian.
Either way.
38-0. Post wins it tonight. And until next week, we will be on the road in the playoffs with the Abernathy Antelopes. Good night.
God bless.
And go Lopes.